Yo, what's going on? My name is Chan. I am the man and voice. Big up everyone that's locked in. My bad. You know what, guys? I was in I was coming back. I got caught up. I was coming back from Westfield in White City. I was coming back from Westfield, White City, so I got caught up. So yeah, for everyone that was waiting for the stream, my bad, my bad, my bad. But big everyone up. Hold on, let me let's get TikTok in. Let's let IG pull up in through, and then we'll get straight into it. Shout out to everyone that's kind of messaging me. You know what it is? I've been so busy because I've been had a lot of filming and a lot of stuff going on. So I've been so busy doing all that stuff. So a lot of people are asking me, Chai, we want to hear what you got to say on this matter. And yeah, like, so what I want everyone to do is everyone that's on Instagram, hop across, come to YouTube, innit? So you can see, you're gonna able to see this properly. We're gonna go through this because a lot of people wanted me to speak on it. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit, because I see so much stuff coming out, and I know Rielle, Gabrielle. I was a little bit like, I don't always like to talk too much until you kind of see what's going on. And there's been so much conflicting stories of what's going on. I don't really want to speak about something and make it inaccurate, but what I can do is I can definitely speak about on what we do know so far and what we have out there. That's what I can do. So that's what we're gonna get straight into it. Like, I'm sure everyone has seen a lot of the videos and a lot of the clips. So we are going to be going through some of the clips that are currently out there. We are going to be going through some of the content that people have put out there, some of the things that people have said, some of the criticisms that they've put towards men as well. So we're going to go through it a little bit. And I think it's something, rather than, I wanted to do it live because I wanted to give people an opportunity to able to speak and to kind of see what they think about it as well. Because I think it's quite important when something goes like that. Boring says it's disturbing. So Boring, hop across to YouTube, hit the link in the bio, search my name is China on YouTube. You see the red circle, you jump in live. It's the best way to go and see it. It's the best way to watch it. And yeah, we're gonna kind of do it like that. We're gonna do it like that, yeah. And I, like I said already, innit? I did say already. I said, you know, it is gonna be some sensitive materials, so we'll be getting to that. Yeah. So we're gonna get straight into it. So, it says Manchester model influencer reportedly involved in fatal incident with London model Klaudia after fight escalates into tragedy. Authorities are investigating as more details emerge. So, guys, you might have seen some footage that's been going viral on social media, and it unfortunately, you're gonna see, yeah, it involves a collision in which someone, you know what? There's been a lot of conflicting stories, and this is what I wanted to be like. Some people have said she's passed away. Her friends have actually said she passed away. Then now people are saying she hasn't. So there's a lot of conflicting stories going around. And I mean, if she hasn't, then that's amazing, and it's testimony to God and fighting for her. So I don't really know, because I've seen so much things. So I'm only going to report on what we currently know out there, and try to keep as accurate as possible, without having to retract or say I've said things which you know what I mean. So I'm gonna try to do it in the best possible way. So yeah. Okay. So this is the video that's been going viral. That's crazy. Wow. You know what? Yeah. I made it a point of call that I haven't actually seen anything, because when there's so much stuff going around and I'm gonna react to something, I might as well react to it. We might as well all react to it together. Do you understand? Like, when something like that, we might as well all react to it together, and we can see it together, and we can go through it together. You might have seen it already. I haven't. So we've already seen a vehicle struck down someone, and then that vehicle is now reversed. And you can see that someone was lying over there. All right. So that's what we can all see here. So this is what we can all see. So, okay. So I don't need to play that again. You're seeing it there. I don't think we need to keep going back and seeing it there. So you can see the vehicle. It looks like a Mercedes GLE GLC. And that vehicle has now struck over that person, and that person has the vehicle has now proceeded to reverse back over that person, and the person has gotten out, and the person is standing over. So that's what we can see. We don't need to talk about what we can't see. We can speak about what we can see, and that's what we can see. Okay, um, so that's what we can see. Okay, and the person individual that unfortunately that is lying there, that is the individual called Claudia, and the other person, Gabrielle Rielle, who is currently being arrested for it. All right, okay, cool. So we just gotta just that's just kind of, it just gives us the basis to know what we're looking at. Splunch says disgraceful human, vile, throw away the key. No one disputing that, but get the facts right. um the police announced this evening that the girl has been charged for attempted murder. I didn't see the girl. Yeah, I'm just letting you know, if she was alive, she wouldn't be charged with murder. I'm letting you know what people have put out, and if she isn't, then that's good, that's great, and that's the opportunity where you guys can tell me that. Do you understand? So if that's the case, that's amazing. But her friends have gone out there and put stuff on social media, so that's currently being posted by the blogs and to some of our reputable blogs. So maybe they need to speak to the people closest around her. But if she's alive, then that's amazing, because we should report factually. But we've been told that, and if that's not the case, then with this live stream, we'll make everyone aware that she's alive. She might be in critical condition, but she's alive. So that's not a problem. That's what you should be doing. Yeah, her friends have announced it. That's what I'm trying to say. Boring says, like, I'm only looking at what I've seen, and the friends have announced and said that she's not here anymore. So we're just going on what they've said. Um, do you know what I mean? I don't know anything. I've purposely chosen this, you know what I mean? I've purposely chosen to keep away from that. I don't know anything. Do you understand? So let's where is it? Let's go from here. I'm gonna just go through some of the blogs and some of the reactions. We're gonna just get straight through it, yeah. And that's how we're gonna do it. Police arrest 29-year-old woman after a car hit pedestrians in Soho, leaving one critically injured. Reports name influencer Rielle UK and Claudia Glam in connection with the incident following an alleged dispute over a man. Officers responded to reports of a collision on Argyle Street in Soho around 4:30 on Sunday. Emergency services took a woman in her 30s to hospital with life-threatening injuries, while a man in his 50s suffered life-changing injuries. A third woman received treatment for minor injuries. Police arrested the driver, 29-year-old woman, at the scene on suspicion of attempted murder, grievous body harm, dangerous driving, and drink driving. So, guys, let's just remember that there was also someone else there as well. So there was a woman in her 30s, hospital, who also was struck with life-threatening injuries, while a man in his 50s suffered life-changing injuries, and a third woman received treatment for minor injuries. So not only not only to the injuries that Claudia sustained, there was other individuals that also sustained injuries, and when we're putting out thoughts and prayers, we should also put it out to those people as well, because it wasn't just her, unfortunately. Um, uh, what do you mean the YouTube link's not working? I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube now. Why is it not working for? Why is it not? Hold on. It's saying I'm not. Why is everyone telling me I'm not coming up on YouTube? That's weird. Wow, everyone's saying it's not coming up on YouTube. That's very weird. What? But I got people in the chat right now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me quickly just hold on a second, chat gang. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm live now. Yeah, I'm live now. I'm live now. I don't think it's gonna let me post it in because hold on, Instagram. It's gonna let me post that. That's the link. So I don't know. I'm currently live now, so I'm not quite sure. It's not working. What? Why is it not working? That's okay. All right. This is what we're gonna. All right. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Everyone, stay there for 1 second while. But I've got people joining the stream. It's weird. I've got people joining the stream. It still says waiting. Uh, Chat gang. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys see me now? I've jumped back in there. Can you see it now? Sorry about this. I'm not quite. Let's just fix this. It shows on your profile you're live, but when you click it, but sensible, I can see you. It says, uh, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up another stream because clearly this isn't in our work. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna just. You're on now. Wait, it's saying that on now. Now it's working. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, you guys just now it's working. All right, cool. All right. Sorry about the little technical difficulties, guys. That was a bit of a weird one. Sorry. It's working now. Kiz says it's working. Now it's working. Zab says it's working. All right, cool. All right. It's working, yeah. All right, cool. It's working. All right, let's go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's get into it. Let's get into all the content that's currently out there. So let's look at, like I said, I'm only going on what's currently out there, and it says here, and this is from the shade, but it says, um, Claudia's Claudia's best friend confirms the passing after horrific car collision. Words can't describe my pain right now. My effing best friend, my sister, man, broken hearts, broken hearts, broken hearts. It says the passing of popular influencer Claudia has been confirmed by her best friend. Footage emerged in the early hours yesterday showing a woman allegedly running over Claudia. The woman, widely being reported as another influencer, Rielle, is currently in police custody. Residents, let's keep Claudia and her family and her friends. Update: we are continuing to follow this story closely. Based on the latest information statement from the Met Police, Claudia remains in serious condition. We will update as confirmed information comes through. So, look, before anyone comes at us, her friends have gone and put out videos and said that she passed away, and it's been reported on someone like the Shade Borough. So, obviously, we're not, we don't know anything. So, we're only going to go off what's currently out there, and that's what they put out there. And I waited because I didn't want to be one of the first people to be dropping it out and then retracting and saying, you know what, I got that wrong. I thought, you know what, let me at least wait. And I also know Gabrielle, so I was going to be like, I want to wait, I want to see exactly what's going on. So it seems that she's still alive, Claudia's still alive, and we thank God, because why would you want anything other than that? So we definitely thank God the fact that she's still alive. And this is why it's important when people are reporting to try to report as accurate as possible. And if you get things wrong, to make it aware straight away and let people know and make accountability. Um uh yeah, we've been patiently waiting. Yeah, man, look, I want to do things properly. You see me? I'm not like, it wasn't just about reaction. I could have done a reaction video and just reacted to it, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna go live, and I'm also gonna give people opportunity to kind of, yeah, to kind of say what they think, and how they feel as well. Because I've met Claudia. I know Gabrielle, but I met Claudia. So on this one, I was just like, man, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not a nice thing. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna just go through all the content that's currently out there. So that's what people said. All right, cool. Um, let's, let's read this. The woman who got hit by a car in Mayfair has passed away. So this was reported by London Street News. So they're even reporting and saying, look, she's passed away. Okay. One of her friends has said she passed away via the Shade Borough. So her own friends have gone out and put out she's passed away. So I don't know what type of friend wouldn't know. Like, how can you be her best friend and you don't know whether or not she's alive or not? To the point of where you're gonna go and put out statements or put out whatever it is, stories that are gonna get picked up by the blogs, and now the blogs are gonna advertise it. That her family is already agonizing for her family. So I'm sure there's family members that are not as close. They're not gonna get their news straight away. So they're just gonna see the news from the social media and see, oh my God, she's passed away. So like some of the friends have to have a bit of accountability with something like this. Because it's already the one of the worst things that can happen to your friend, and now you're false reporting, but the false reporting is coming from the people closest to her. Like, we would not be thinking she's not here unless her friends hadn't gone and put statements out like what we currently can see. Look what it says. No one understands the kind of pain I'm carrying right now. It feels like everyone is more interested in being fast, nosy, or twisting the story into something that isn't even real, and it's tearing me apart inside. While they talk and speculate, I'm the one left with the memory of watching my best friend, someone I love, get killed right in front of me, deleted right in front of me, left there, fighting for their life, slipping away. That image doesn't leave me. It replays over and over, and I can't escape it. And somehow I'm expected to just sit with that, to hold all of it while people were just there acting like they know what happened. It hurts in a way I don't even have words for. It feels heavy, lonely, and suffocating, like I'm stuck carrying some broken heart. Now, and I want to quickly read that. Still no mention of the poor innocent guy who was getting his bike and got hit by the car. All these people are so self-absorbed. Me, 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 me. So we want to put that out. There was a gentleman that unfortunately was picking up his bike, his e-bike, at the time, and unfortunately he was struck. So we're definitely gonna highlight that. And it's good that that message was there, so we can highlight that. Do you understand? Do you get me? Yeah. Um so that's exactly what it needs to be. So yeah, let's put a shout out to that guy, and also to the lady that I think suffered minor injuries, and another woman that is actually in critical due to this. Okay, so let's not just, obviously, to Claudia, our thoughts are with Claudia, but also thoughts to anyone that was affected by this. Let's just make that clear. um let's just make that clear. Okay, anyone that's on TikTok, big you guys up on TikTok. I can see you hit the like button. Let's share the stream. But if you want to be able to see the screen, you need to be on YouTube. Hop across to YouTube, search my name is China, link in bio, and while you're there, subscribe. Okay. All right, cool. So we're gonna just be going through all the content that we currently got out there, seeing everything that we know in this current scenario. Rather than trying to speculate, we're gonna speak on all the content that's currently out there. Okay. Um. So yes, that's what we're gonna go and do. Oh man, this is just yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad. It's mad. It's not it's mad.
Hi everyone, as you know, this is not normally the type of video that I normally
No,
post.
it's not. Shout out to Posh Mix because she's a gooner. She's going through it right now. We're all going through it right now as Arsenal fans. So when I see her do this video, before I even see this, I already knew already, because that's Rielle UK. That's Rielle, the girl that's been accused of running over Klaudia, and this is Posh Mix. She normally makes football content. She's very light-hearted football content. Um, and when I'm seeing her now already, and I've seen in the back, I already knew what was coming. But we're gonna let it play. And remember, I've purposely done. I've purposely not watched this content. I purposely just seen some videos, saved them, and said, right, we're gonna address them. But I purposely not tried to look at it because I want it to be as organic, as real, as natural as possible, and the feelings. And some of it is going to be new to you, and it allows us to kind of just take it on board. So I purposely done that as well. Um, so let's do this.
But what I've just witnessed has honestly made me sick to my stomach. Now, the reason why I'm going to speak on it is because, for those of you that don't know, I tragically lost my brother in 2018. He was hit by a car and he lost his life on the spot. From my understanding, this disgusting individual was out. She left the club, she got into a car, and then she then mowed a girl down, which has led to her death. Now, what I can't understand, as a female myself, how can we be killing people off over a man? There is so many men in this world.
So I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it there for a second. So we don't know whether or not it was over a man. I think it's been speculated whether or not it's over a man, but we're not gonna say it was over a man. This is what people are saying until it goes to court and she says it was over a man. We're not saying it was over a man because we don't know. We're speculated, okay? And we're not gonna go and do that. And the reason why we're not gonna go and do that is because we don't know. And even if it was over a man, that's not a reason. And we're gonna get into where it's going with this language because at some point men are starting to be getting blamed. We're gonna get into how men are now being blamed for this, and it's a weird one because I don't understand why men are being blamed for what two women are doing. But we're gonna remember it's about accountability, and we're gonna hold people accountable. But we got to be careful that we don't start blaming men for something that men had nothing to do with. Do you understand? We just got to be careful because remember who's done what to who has nothing to do with men. So it has everything to do with the individual. Do you understand? So let's get back straight into it.
Let it go. Let it go. If it is not serving your life the way you want it to serve you, let the man go. Listen, as a female myself, do you think any man can send me mads? You're having a laugh. Women, we need to learn to let them go. Look what my girl has just done. How evil can you be? How possessed over a man?
Yeah, like, see, this whole fixating over a man, we're gonna have to wait to find out exactly what it was over. But like, even if it was over a man, women have been fighting over men for like telling a woman not to fight over a man. That doesn't even make any sense. Women are always gonna fight over men. I'm not saying that women need to run over them, but women are always going to fight over men. You're never gonna stop fighting over a man. So stop pretending it. Like stop it. Women from the dawn of time, women are going to fight over men, especially over men, as they call it, high value men. You're gonna fight over them. What do you mean? Because women want him. So you're gonna fight. You're always going to fight over men. So this whole thing where women are acting like, I've said this before. Let me say this again. Women, your biggest hater is another woman. It is not men. The biggest hater of women are other women. And this whole sisterhood, this whole girl, it is a farce. They will take your man. I don't know why we have to keep playing this game. I don't know why. A woman has to lose her life for you guys to understand that women don't care about other women. I've been saying this. But you guys want to act like when China talks, oh, we hate women. I love women. How can I not love women? I'm always telling you the truth. Could you imagine all I ever do is tell you women the truth? But because you like liars and men that tell you things that sound good in your ear, but in reality, you don't get the outcome, you're going to act like I hate women. Okay, all right then. But I'm going to tell you once again, your biggest hater is another woman. Okay? And she would take your man and fight over your man. I don't know how many times we're going to say it. But the thing is, I'm saying it and you know what I'm saying is true. If the women that are really, they know what I'm saying is true. They know that the girls hate on them. They know. They know this whole sisterhood. They know it's fake. They know. They just want to pretend when it suits them. But this is how girls move. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. And if you and the types of men or women that wouldn't tell this to women don't care about women. Like, I want you women to know your biggest hate. Okay, ladies, I'm sorry. Let me just. Your biggest hater is in your circle. Let me tell you. All right, cool. I'm gonna take it away from this for a second, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna talk about Clarissa Shields and Remy Ma. I know it's America, but I don't. Listen. Remy Ma, Papoose were together. Black love. It didn't work. Cool. Remy Ma got with someone else, okay? Easy the Block Captain, battle rapper. All right, cool. She stepped out first. All right, cool. Papoose didn't say anything. Then he gets with Clarissa Shields. She's a champion. They got together. They doing up black love. They're showing it. Whoever guy that she's seeing, it's not the same thing. But the energy is different. The energy is different. Do you know why? Because they look at her. They look for all the reasons to be something to be wrong with Clarissa Shields, but she's a confident black woman. She's a confident black woman, right? But they look at her like the ugly girl. They can't see how raw Papoose can be with her over Remy Ma. Let me tell you how a lot of women look at you. A lot of women in your clique look at you like they're Remy Ma and you're Clarissa Shields, and they don't ever understand why a man would ever pick you over them. Let me tell you how it goes. A lot of women want to be the pretty girl in the group. They want to be the pretty friend in the group, and they will adjust the group to being that, and they always want to be the pretty friend. And a lot of the times the pretty friends do not get the best results. Let me tell you this, the prettiest girls in school, a lot of them got a lot of attention, but they turned into baby moms, and when we bump into them now, they never had the best outcome. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But they had all the attention in school, all the attention. Okay, cool. All right. When you're pretty, a lot of the times they don't understand how they don't get the outcomes of the not so pretty girl in the group gets. You understand? And this is how a lot of girls will move. So they'll see themselves as pretty as you, but your man is taking you out. Your man is paying for things. Your man's doing certain things. And women, the more you talk about your man to your friends, the more and more you say how much he does for you, and then your friend is single or she feels like she's prettier. In her mind, she's thinking to herself, how can she be getting all of this and I look better than her? In her mind. She don't understand this, and it creates the competition. And this is why a woman will take your man and happily or your baby father and breed from your baby father. And you're thinking that's crazy. But a man is less likely to get your baby mom and be like, you know what, I'm gonna breed her out. You can't really stunt on men like that. We're kind of different. It's not really like, do you understand? But women will do that. They'll happily take and walk hand in hand. And it's different mentality. And the reason why I'm trying to make you understand this and say it quite crudely is because this whole sisterhood thing has become a farce. And I want you women to truly understand it is a competition. And the people that say it's not a competition is because they lie to you. And I don't lie to you. I'm always honest. This is the thing. I'm always so honest. Casey says, don't waste your time, energy over a man who hasn't put a ring on your finger. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get back into this, isn't it? We're breaking it down. Hit the like button, guys. We've got over 80 people in the chat. Big up everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's go.
To do what she has just done. All over a man. I am so sick to my stomach right now. Honestly. But anyway, kind of moral to my story was you need to be careful, man, with what type of things you're sharing on social media. Like, it was very, very triggering to see what I just saw. Obviously, I didn't go out of my way, and obviously I did keep it, obviously, moving. I kept it scrolling, but I'd already seen. And yeah, man, we need to do better. My condolences go out to the young lady that has lost her life and her family.
Well, she's alive.
Yeah, man, let's just do better. Hi, everyone. As you know, this is not normally.
So she's currently alive. Big up Posh. Mix, go give her a follow. She makes some really good football content. And big her up because she's spoken this as well. But she's currently alive. So this is a win-win. I can't lie. And for Gabrielle, mate, the fact that she's alive, it stops it from being an M. That's the truth of the matter. So you want to pray to God that he keeps her alive. Do you understand? You want to pray to God that he keeps her alive. You want to pray to God that He keeps alive. People saying China has energy for gal. I love gal. You know, I got good energy, man. Always good energy, man. She says, gal moving like gets. Now, this is worse than gets. Montari says here from Ghana, big up Ghana Black Stars, big up my Ghanaian crew. Shout out to my Ghanaian crew. Ghanaian jollof rice is my favorite jollof rice. Big up Ghana, man. Them, come on, big up the Ghana, man. So the blogs have been quite inaccurate. This is what I'm trying to say. The blogs are just out there to spit, and this is what I'm saying. Everybody was just saying anything.
So there was this.
Anybody was just saying anything. All right, cool. Let's get into some more bloggers because this is what I said to you. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for everyone to just chat, get it wrong, make themselves look silly, retract it. Then we're gonna comment on the stuff that they said, and then if we have to retract it, it's not a problem. We'll just update it. But I'm not gonna react and then do bare videos and update. It's no, and that's not how we. Anyone that knows how I do my content, you know that I like to do it properly. I like to do it properly. So we're gonna do it properly. Big up the chat, guys. Share the stream. We got over 85 people in the chat. We should get over 100 people in. Let's get in, because we're going through. Everyone's had a lot to say about this, but let's listen to what they have to say. Let's listen to what they have to say, and we're gonna break it down like only I know how to do. Break it down.
Girl called Rielle, 360,000 followers on Instagram. It looked like she was about to launch a hair business, but Rielle has just ruined her life. And another girl called Klaudia's life, and an innocent bystander who just happened to be at the scene of Rielle's alleged premeditated crash out. Let me give you guys some context. So there was two girls, Rielle, Klaudia, and they seemed to be having a problem with each other, allegedly over a mystery man. And it seems that things behind the scenes between them started to get very, very intense. And Rielle allegedly posts this on.
Let's read this. So this is what she allegedly posted on her way prior. So this is what some people are saying is premeditated. She posts this. People shouldn't trouble mad people, because when I hurt you for provoking me, I won't be going to jail. I'll be at the hospital around the way from where I'll put you. And she puts emoji love hands, heart hands. Cool. That's crazy. And this is her speeding 82 miles per hour on the M-way. She's not really helping herself. This is definitely not on her Snapchat, and the fact that she's speeding. This is what I'm saying. Like, I know this is what girls don't really think. And when I say girls don't think, you're basically saying what you're gonna do, and you're speeding. So you're already showing you're breaking the law and showing premeditation, which is not really gonna help you later on, and showing that you might claim to plead insanity as well. So these are things that are not gonna help you later on, and people are already using and are going to use against you. But let's get back into what this guy's saying.
On her Snapchat, basically saying people need to stop provoking me, because if I do something about it, I'm not going to prison. They'll put me in a psych hospital, and it won't be far away from where I'll put you. Basically saying this little altercation we're having, it could go from words to action. Some time passed, and the two girls were in one of the most exclusive clubs in Mayfair, and the details get a bit blurry from here, but a physical altercation breaks out. You have Rielle over here clapping and other girls being held back from Rielle. Then you see Rielle walking over to her car. She opens the door, and luckily someone restrains her from getting into the car. The altercation is intense. You can see this girl trying to stop Rielle from getting into her car, and another girl in the red dress helping the other girl to stop Rielle from getting into her car.
Okay.
Then they're all being restrained, and it seemed that somehow Rielle got loose, and she runs over to her car. And with the footage we've seen, this is the first time we see Klaudia. And it seemed that Klaudia was trying to get onto the pavement because she thought Rielle was gonna drive away. But the video shows Rielle turning into Klaudia, and an innocent bystander that was just trying to get his bike. Klaudia was left in critical condition.
Yep.
The innocent bystander was left with life-changing injuries.
Madness.
And another person was caught in this collision. They had minor injuries. To make things worse, after Rielle had done this, the video shows her getting out of the car, standing over Klaudia to shout more things at her, and even get more physical to the point where someone had to restrain her.
Yeah,
she stood over the innocent bystander and Klaudia. Rielle was arrested at the scene and she's facing some serious charges. Now, I think it's important to remember this is a very recent event, so some of the details are blurry. The police are still investigating, so regardless of the clips we've seen, this is all alleged. I am sending my prayers to Klaudia and the bystander that was just trying to get his bike. I'm genuinely wishing that all of the victims in this incident get full recovery. So there was this girl called Rielle.
Okay.
300.
Cool. So that's the backstory of what we potentially know. But we're gonna break into it because it's taking a different task. Let me get through. China, are you going to speak on the fact that young black girls could possibly look up to these women who fund flashy lifestyles by selling themselves for a low price of £500? Listen, I've always spoke about this. Come on, man. You guys have seen all my content with the OnlyFans and the rest of the stuff. Like, I've always spoke about this. This is nothing new. A lot of people have sent me information about she was an escort and she was this, but I want you guys to be aware of something. Respectfully, regardless of what they both did, I want you guys to be aware, and I want men to be aware. Escorting exists, and certain types of women have always existed, and they're gonna exist, and they're not gonna go anywhere. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? There's a certain type of woman and escorts. They exist. They exist. They do. They do. And if your goal is to become an escort or to do those types of things, I mean, trinkets. I want you guys to understand something. Like, for the man them that go out there and actually make money and work and grind and hustle and do manner of things, we know how much it costs to get things. When you look at people's social media and you see them with all these new bags and they fly into Dubai and Miami and this place and that place and Cancun, and then they're getting these trips, and how much do you think this lifestyle costs? I want you to just do the mathematics, okay? Cool. Even the best job, you would have to be working continuously. And men that are making that money, they're too busy working to be spending it. So when you look at people and they have these lifestyles and a lot of these things, you have to ask yourself how they get it. Now, it doesn't mean that they're all being escorts. No. But what I am saying to you is a lot of this lifestyle is unattainable, and it's unattainable to even successful people. And you see it in excess. And it comes at a cost. But it comes at what you're willing to exchange for it. All right? Not all women intend on being an escort. A lot of times, they just look good and man them offer their money because certain men like to use money as power. And if you have lots of money, you don't look at it like the same way someone else who doesn't have the same amount of money. People with money use it as a tool to see what they can get people to do with it. And when you have money, you have no issue using women for it because they use you for the money. So it's an exchange. So why do I say this? Because we should never get shocked by when women do certain things. You should only get shocked if that is your baby mom or that's your woman that you want a wife. Apart from that, I don't walk down the road and start pointing my finger on women on the corner and saying, oh my God, what you're doing. No, I'm not going to go and do that. That's not my place. If the woman I'm going to date, then I'll have something to say. But yes, of course, this is not a lifestyle that should be pushed onto young women. But once again, the culture and certain things push these things. Unattainable lifestyles onto young, impressionable women. All I've ever spoken about is traditional family values. All I've ever spoken about is about protecting women. All I've ever spoken about is told women to ask for rings, ask for more. Don't become a baby mom. All I've ever done is that. And all they've ever done is use it as a tool to be like, you're putting women down. You're putting single mamas down. You hate women. And then all the men that got baby moms, all the men that like, they're the ones that you guys think care about you. Why? Because they flawed. And you want to feel as if, you know what, he's flawed like me. But how about I'm not flawed? Not because I can't be flawed. I'm not flawed because I understand that, like, if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't a marriage scenario, I'm not going to have a you. It's fine. I'm just having certain conversations because I want us to understand where we're going with this. Do you understand? Seriously, honestly, man. Anyway, let's get back into it. Anyway, so look. So what a lot of people don't know is she was in X Factor in a girl group. So it says more details are emerging about the suspect in the taking of popular influencer Klaudia. Rielle Carrington was just 16 in 2013 when she made it through to X Factor live shows in a band Miss Dynamics. Rielle is currently in police custody. So yeah, this is her in the band, and she was on X Factor. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, she was actually on X Factor. She was actually doing so much, and yeah, like, it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was not good whatsoever. I want to show you something. In actual fact, because she was on a good trajectory. I see someone said, "Oh, if she never got she never if she never got thing, then she would have never got. If she got picked through, then this will never happen." I was like, "Come on, someone's reaching. You're reaching. You're heavily reaching because her running over this girl has nothing to do with her not getting picked from X Factor. Come on, that's a heavy reach." But let's get into it. So I was minding my own business. Then I got tagged in this, and it says a woman who previously featured on Sinners podcast has been arrested on suspicion of attempted after a car struck pedestrians in central London during the early hours of Sunday, leaving one woman in critical condition. Emergency service were called to Argyle Street at around 4:30 a.m., where they found a woman believed to be 30-year-old influencer named Klaudia Glam with serious injuries. She was taken to hospital for urgent treatment. A man in his 50s also suffered life-changing injuries and was admitted to the hospital, while another woman in her 30s was treated for minor injuries. I think we need to keep saying that because we got to keep reminding people, those other people that were affected by this, it was not just Claudia. The driver, a 29-year-old woman understood to be influencer Rielle UK, was arrested at the scene. She's suspected of attempted causing grievous bodily harm, dangerous driving, and driving under the influence of alcohol. So let's play this
right now.
Yes.
Please don't go out with your friends. They don't ever keep you in check. They gonna let you
see my face. So first of all, I'd be like, yikes, how did my face get here? Because I was minding my own business and I got tagged, and then people started laughing. So I said, before the Daily Mail says I'm the guy they're fighting over, allow me, please, because I know how these newspapers are. It's not a joke. Next minute, my face will be in the paper. It's always China. I've clocked that. It's always with me. So let me just get into the fact that we're on a podcast and it has nothing to do with me whatsoever because I see my face in there. But this is taken off Sinners podcast when she's singing to us and she's wowing us with her vocals. She can really sing. She really can sing. So yeah.
You do whatever.
Here's something.
All right now.
Yes. Let's get it going time.
Please don't go out with your friends. They don't ever keep you in check. They gonna let you do whatever.
Here's something. So yeah. I didn't say that. No, she can say it, but
she said she was developed, and you're saying what do you mean?
I don't know what
we know what it means.
I thought mentally, vocally developed, like I thought you could. What, guys? Why is it always me? Let's talk about it. Why am I? No, I know I'm the most relevant. They be telling me I'm cancelled. Yeah. Honestly, but why am I always there? Why am I always there? Honestly, I be minding my business. I just be minding my business, but I'm always there. I don't know. Why am I always there? Honestly, they be telling me, oh, you're cancelled, you're irrelevant. But every time I'm minding my business, I be minding my business. I'm just flying my drone. Minding my business, doing my thing. And then, tag and pop up again. Okay, so let's address it. It has nothing to do with me, okay? All right, cool. Has nothing to do with me. Mind my business. I'll be minding my business. The high notes.
She can hit the high notes.
Can I hear something?
But right now.
Yes.
Please don't go out with your friends. They don't ever keep you in check. They gon' let you do whatever and blame it on the liquor.
Why she looking at me like that?
You got their phone silence while they think I don't know about them clubs. You got strippers that you favor.
Oh, okay.
Who told you?
But you think I don't go out that much.
I'm seeing CS checking the recording. Like, did we actually?
She can sing, man. And you know what? And this is why I said I was gonna do it the way I was gonna do it. Because I'm seeing a lot of people trying to create narratives about who she is or whatever. But man, I don't. That's not the woman that I've met or I've known or I've interacted with. I don't. Obviously, it doesn't matter about the woman that you know. It's about the person that they show themselves to. But when people start trying to paint narratives about she's all manner of things, I don't really know. But that's just my experience. You get me? It doesn't take away from anybody else or what they experience. Of course not.
Beauty.
So yeah. So this is from the show from Sinners. Damn, she spoke at the Loud Pack. Oh, the Loud Pack. They're gonna say she was on the Loud Pack. They're gonna say she was on the pack. They're gonna say she was. Yeah, nah. They're gonna say she was on the pack. That's what they're gonna say. I know. She was there, but she was vibes, man. It was all vibes. She was annoying, but it was all vibes. It was all love. Look, big up Sinners, man. Sinners, my family, man. Big up Sinners family. I got mad love for Sinners. Sinners is my family. Okay. So this is outside. How the beef starts. Okay. We're rushing on. This is mad outside Mayfair. Now, okay, look, they're trying to move. Okay. And then this is when she gets into the car. No one's doing nothing. She's getting moved to. Now the man in there are moving loose still. I would have broke this up, man.
Huh? I know about all that. I don't know about all that.
I don't know about all that. Oh, man would have just broke this up from a long time. Look, they're all on her. They're all on her. Look, they're all on her. Can't lie, the man them need to do better. The man them need to do better. This is long. I would have just.
Oh my God. This is a mad thing.
Look, man is
This
screaming.
is a fucking
Security
mad
aren't even
thing.
doing nothing.
Oh my God.
With SIA badges and they're not even doing nothing.
Oh my. Oh my.
Man are just doing oh my.
So if you haven't heard, a popular Instagram influencer by the name of Klaudia is in critical condition after being ran over last night. Watch this.
Going to start this hour with some breaking news. 3 people have been injured, one man with life-changing injuries as it happens after an incident involving a vehicle on Argyle Street in Westminster in London in the early hours of this morning. A 29-year-old woman, the driver of a car, was arrested at the scene on suspicion of attempted murder, GBH, dangerous driving and drink driving. She's been taken into custody now.
So there is a lot of news going out that Klaudia passed away, but it has not been confirmed she has passed away. The news is stating that she is actually in critical condition. So I just want to make that clear. But it is reported that Klaudia, so if you haven't heard, a person ran over last night. Allegedly, by a former friend who is also a influencer of some sort here in the UK. I'm also hearing this all came about a dispute over a man. So you have a girl here who almost unalived her friend over a man.
Madness.
This is a trigger warning. So if you're sensitive, look away now.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I just thought to put it away because I've seen that a few times, so we don't need to. Yeah, them man recording. Yeah, guys, look, I'm gonna address it because we're gonna break it down because there's some people that are trying to put it onto the men, and I'm not having them put it onto the man. But what I will say to the man, what I will say, yo, like you're just recording, watching women get into beef. We just something like that. We just handle that. We split that up. We just split that up. We put that. You get me? Even if it's a random woman in the street, you see them scrapping. You just split it up real quick. It's nothing. Do you get me? You just split it up real quick. That's all you do. You don't get your phone out. You're not recording. You're not saying, "Oh my days." I don't understand, but I'm older in it. Like we don't do that. Like we just pattern up the woman real quick. No women around us are moving erratic, crazy, grabbing back. Like that's crazy behavior, ratchet behavior. We don't have that around us. We like any women that are around us need to be patterned up. Respectfully speaking, you can't be moving like that. That's moving real like ratchet. You can't. So if you see women moving like that, you just intervene. Sometimes you just intervene. But I'm not putting this onto the women. Look, Mike says, look, no, these are grown women, they're strong and independent. Mike, do not get this twisted, Mike. I am not putting this onto the men. And not one point am I putting this onto the men. And am I saying, oh, to the men, oh my God, you had a responsibility. Don't you ever get that twisted, Mike. There's no way I'm doing that. But what I am saying, Mike, is there's things that we do as men, yeah, and we just do it. These men aren't like me. I know. Look at all what women say and talk rubbish anyway. Oh, and say about me. I still will go out there and help them. I don't care what they say, and they're women. That's what they're gonna do. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We don't change based upon these women being women. You still move accordingly as a man. And if you see women doing something that they shouldn't be doing, you're going to go step in as a man. If later on they want to start talking rubbish, then I understand. Look, but women, you got to understand, a lot of times men have been told that we need to stay out of women's business. I'm strong, independent. I don't need no man. All of this image that's been put out, yeah? Okay, cool. Men are dangerous. Oh, when women are out, do you know how dangerous is for women? So now men are just be like, you know what? Get on with it. So when men are watching you get on with it, now all of a sudden you want those same men that you said to stay out your business. You said men were dangerous. You said this. Women are more likely to be hurt by a man. So now men are leaving you women alone. You said, what would you rather pick, the man or the bear? You picked the bear. So now the men are watching you fight amongst yourself, and they're like, it's okay. Go call the bear to help. And now you don't like it. And I'm just showing you something. Remember something. I'm just showing you. I would have helped. I would have stopped it. But if you want to know why men aren't helping and stopping it, it's because men have been told they're incels. Men have been told they're misogynists. Men have been told all of these things. So now men are like, okay, we're dangerous to women. You want to be on a train full of women because you can't be on a train past a certain time with men. Okay, we're going to put you all women together. But when we put you guys together, you guys fight against each other. And now you guys all try to take each other's life. And it doesn't matter what it's about. So I'm just saying to you, women, be careful of the message you send out, because telling that message to men like me is not going to change me from being a man and still doing the things to protect women, but it's going to change other men. You think they want to go through what I go through? You think they want to be told they're misogynistic? They hate black women. They hate their mom. They're going to be like, you know what? Forget that, China. We've seen that. We're going to just keep quiet and carry it over then. And then when you want these men help, they're going to be like, where are all the men? Where are all the men? They're like, what do you mean? What men? You said you don't need us. You said black men don't protect black women. So then why are you asking us where are the men? You know where we are. We're not men. The men used to go to war. Remember what you said. You got to remember, and those are the same men now you want to defend yourself. Be very careful. Listen, someone says grown men don't watch a film that is a gal flex. Well, you've told these men they're gals. You have told these men they're feminine. You've told these men they're gals. So now they're moving like the gal you told them you're mad. Be careful what you tell the men. You said to them they're gals. So why are you surprised they're filming? Why are you surprised the same men that you said were gal are now moving like gal? Why are you surprised? They're gal. Do you get me? Be surprised if I'm there filming and I'm watching gals scrapping and I'm there filming and uploading it. Yeah, you should be surprised by that. Because you'll be like, raw child, why are you there just filming and that? Why didn't you do nothing? Yeah, you should be surprised. But don't be surprised by the same man that you said are like that. That's what they're gonna do. They're just showing you the types of men that are being raised. Yeah, look, laughing and recording is wild. Gold vessel on TikTok. I see that. Like, but this is what they've created. This is what they've created. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying if I'm laughing and giggling and there's gal scrapping and I can intervene, yeah, you want to look at me and ask me some questions and be like, China, why are you doing that for? I expected more from you. Why didn't you break it up? But you're asking the people that you already said that were weirdos. So they're not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I think about it. Who's really going to stop pros, aka escorts, who sell themselves for 500 from fighting? Look, my guy, I think you're making the fact that these women sell themselves for $5 a reason why we shouldn't help them, and I don't think that's any reason why. Do you get me? It's not. Come on, you can't. What she does and how she makes her money isn't a reason why I wouldn't split them up from fighting. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? What someone does and how she makes her money, whether or not you agree with it or not, should not be a reason why that person can't get help. Like, I don't care what she does. That's why when people were trying to tell me, from when I went on the platform before, people trying to send me information about her on her OF page and bare different things were trying to send me about her. And I was like, why are you sending me about her? Like, that's not my girl. Why do you think I care? Oh, you was on a podcast with her. So what? So what? I was on a podcast with her. What does it matter how she makes her money or what she does? What's that got to do with me? Like, I don't understand that. Some of you man are too chatty. Like some of you man are too chatty when it comes to girl like that. I don't understand why you would concern yourself with what, you know what I mean? Like, what she's doing. Like, I don't know, man. I just find that a little bit weird. You know what I mean? I just find that a little bit weird in my thing, because I think it's a little bit more about, okay, cool, trying to humble her. That's how she makes some money. I don't care. She's not my girl. I don't. It doesn't affect me. Why would it affect you? I think too much people are focusing on things which don't matter. Do you get me?
So it seems like Twin S finds himself at the center of attention of this madness involving Rielle and Klaudia. And he's receiving negative press, negative attention for something that's out of his control. Like, it's mad. It's right mad. Obviously, a bit of context, yeah. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know that obviously Rielle got herself into a mad situation with another influencer, Klaudia, allegedly over the boy Twin S. This is a rumor. But obviously, I don't think it's purely down to just Twin S. You get me? Like, it's not just down to that, but whatever. His name's getting flung about. Anyway, there's been a bit of a dispute between these two ladies, and the rest is history. You can see it on Twitter for yourself, innit? Which is fucking mad, though. What, you get me? How the situation has ended is a fucking mad thing. But yeah, man, everyone's just saying Twin S this, Twin S that. Like, yo, I wonder if Twin S is going to reference this in his music, in his lyrics, though. Because he's always saying, my Arabic ting this, my Habibti ting this. He might say, my Manny ting might lick it. You get me? Nah, it's too soon.
Bro, that's too soon, bro. Man can't be talking about bars right now. Like I said, let's not make it about people. They're trying to say it's Twin. I don't think. And even if it was, like, he ain't got nothing to do with it. He didn't send out to go do anything. Do you get me? So let's not do that. This has gone everywhere. Look at all the sites this has gone. This has gone worldwide. It's in America. Guys, hit the like button. Let's share the stream. This is crazy.
Huh? I know about all that. I don't know about all that. I was kicking up. I was kicking up. He's kicking up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there just because it's a bit. You've seen the video enough times. I don't have to keep showing like the moment of impact. If you want to see it, it's everywhere. I don't think I'll have to keep showing. There's more to the story. It's not just black and white like everyone's saying. I know because I've spoken to some more people. There's definitely more to the story. Don't ever think that I think this is all it is. No, I know there's more to the story.
Rest in peace to Klaudia. The girl that was run over in Mayfair has now died. I can't believe that. I'm actually in shock quite a scene. But do you know what I've tried to do? I've tried to see it from both sides, and I thought maybe everyone is going too in on the girl that did it. Let me review the footage. Obviously, I'm not a solicitor. I don't work for the police or whatever, so my view is not going to count in court. Like, I don't think I'm making. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to decide what happens. But after reviewing it, it seems she did do that on purpose. I was thinking maybe she didn't mean to. Maybe she didn't mean to steer the car. Maybe she was panicking and scared because these other girls was attacking her. So she's ended up driving into people by mistake. She's not. She's done it on purpose. She's 100% done it on purpose, and now this girl is dead. I don't know if she's gonna try and like claim mental illness or whatever. But she can't, because she did the Snapchat story saying, I'm going to go and put you in hospital, didn't she?
Yeah, that don't help her.
It's actually very sad. I've been thinking about it all night. Not many things affect me like that, but that really affected me that happened to that girl. Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to Klaudia.
Yeah, so other people are speaking about it. I'm going to just keep pulling up some stuff. It's definitely gone viral everywhere. Mukhtar, Klaudia, let me pronounce it. I don't want to mispronounce it. So Klaudia, the influencer who has run over by a car outside nightclub in Mayfair, has passed away. This is what I'm saying. Everyone's talking about she's not passed away, but the whole day there's been reports that she passed away. So if we report slightly wrong, then you have to be aware that look, this is all everywhere. This is everywhere. Like, it's a missan, and he always quotes everything, right? So, you know, her friends are putting out tributes to her. Okay? So if she hadn't passed away, all her friends are putting out tributes saying she's passed away. So at some point, something has gone wrong, innit? Do you get me? Look, once again, influence has been pronounced deleted. UK influencer Klaudia Glam has pronounced UK influencer Klaudia Glam, who was said to have been in critical condition after she got run over by another influencer called Rielle, has sadly passed away after she was reportedly brain dead for hours. Rielle has been taken into custody as the identity of the man whom they're allegedly fighting over circulates the internet. So look, they were saying Klaudia wasn't fighting over no man. They all jumped her so she can claim insanity, self-defense, sad situation. Now the innocent man injured, that's another story. You see male-centered females, they're not good friends, do not friend them. Men should also stop playing with women and be honest. What the hell? This is what I mean. Why are you trying to make it about men? This has nothing to do with men. This has nothing, take accountability. This has nothing to do with men. Take accountability. This has nothing to do with a man. Even if a man, this has nothing to do with a man. Accept accountability. Because when when a woman sends a man crazy and he says, "Oh, she sent me crazy," no one's gonna accept that. Oh, my baby mom's crazy. No one cares. Oh, she sent me crazy, so I hit her. What? No one cares. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Take accountability for the things that you do with your actions. No one, like, and anyone that's trying to push that narrative, we're gonna push strongly hard against that. And we're gonna remind you, women, that you said to these men that they're weak men. You said to these men that they were incels. You said to these men that you don't need help. You said to these men that you wanted to be on a train with all women train. You said that pick the bear, or you would rather pick the bear. Okay, no worries. Men have watched you say these things, and now they're watching you fight and recording you so the world can see what you women are like. But you don't like the fact that the men are showing the world what women are like. So now you're mad and you're saying, why are you showing why don't you do something? But when we do something, you call us misogynistic, and we tell you women need a leader. You need men to lead you. No, how can you tell us that? If the world was run by women, it would be perfect. And now you are here where you are. You have created these men that stand around and record and upload the videos, and they don't stand and do anything. I am not one of these men, but I wasn't there. So that's not going to help you. The types of men that you had there record. Who raised these men? They have mothers, right? They have mothers, right? So when you're like, oh, what type of men are these? Well, go speak to their mothers. Go and speak to their mothers and say, do you know you raised your son to record? But you can't have it all your way. If you want the leadership of men and direction of men, then you're going to have to start listening. And that's what you don't like. This is what happens. You guys want to be able to be run. You want all your freedoms. No worries. Have all your freedoms. Do whatever you want. But then when it goes wrong, you then want the protection of men. Oh my God, why are the men not standing in? Why should we? Why should they stand in? You're not their sister. You're not their girl. You're just another woman. They might stand in, get involved. The next minute, they've been put on a case. He touched me. He was too much overbearing. It's happened. Men step in and then we get accused of things. A man steps in and he loses his life. And then his family and his missus and his kids are saying, thinking, why did he step in? He should have come home to us. How many of you guys want your man stepping in? Most women want their man to come home. If they see a woman, they don't want their man getting involved. They want their man to go home to them and to their kids. Let's be real. Someone says, UK men turn sassy. They didn't turn sassy. The men that would do something would always do something. But those are the men that you're left with. Because you don't... Okay, the opposite of sassy is men that are going to tell you about yourself and put you in positions you don't like that. You call that sassy. Men that call you out, you call that sassy. Everything you call sassy. And what that means is you're dealing with men you cannot control. So you try to sassy. Do you know what it is to be sassy? The men that you call sassy are not sassy. They're just tired of it. So they're letting you do what you want and you're not happy now. You said leave us alone. They leave when you're alone. Now you're calling them sassy. It's not down to the men to stop you women from running each other over. It's not down to the men to stop you from running each other over. It's not down to the men because you guys are gassed over D. It's not down to us. It's you. Close your legs. How about that? How about you close your legs? That's a start. You're not gonna like that. Oh my God, he's telling us what to do with our body, my choice. Okay, then spread them then. Either way, it's your decision. Freedom, feminism. But when you get the outcomes due to your own decisions, you're mad. At who? The men that you told not to get involved. The reason why I'm breaking it down is because I'm letting you know why men are recording. You want to know why men are recording? It's because these men, they're the recording men. These men are the types of men that record. These are not the men that step in. So if you're wondering why, it's because these are the men that you women have created. Someone says, how did this turn into a gender war? It turned into, it's not that, it's when people start blaming men. You've heard it. Look, I'm going to play you some more. They're blaming men. You think it's jokes? I'll play you some more. How did it turn into a gender war? I don't know, because we got told that we're not doing anything.
Going jail over a man is wild. Taking someone's life over a man is even wilder. If a man has got you eliminating opponents, that's not even your man. That don't even make sense. Like, if that's actually your man, you're not going to be having to fight other women off. Do you see what I'm saying? If that man actually loves you and wants to be with you, you're not having to fight off other women. So what is the point in killing another woman over a man? Unless it's like you both know that you're not with the man and now you just hate each other over a man. But you're teammates. That is your teammate. If neither of you is with the man and you're both dealing with the man, that is your teammate. That shit what I seen in London, where the girl runs over the other girl over a man, is wild. This is why I stay inside. I can't be arsed getting caught up in something like that. I feel so bad for that girl. That I can't think of anything that she could have done bad enough to deserve being run over like that. That's why, and the girl, that was premeditated as well. You see the Snapchat the girl did saying, I'm gonna end up in hospital like you or something. Like, that's wild. I can't imagine that. Imagine the police turning up at your house and saying, oh yeah, your daughter's been ran over on purpose. It's like, yo, that affects lives. That I actually can't believe what I've just been dissecting those videos. That is really bad. That is honestly, like, that is shocking. That is shocking behavior over a man. Running over a girl over a man. Like, man need any more ego points than they've already got. Now they've got girls killing each other over them.
End of the day, it's not a man's fault. However, men should take some part of the responsibility for the incident. No, we should not. No, we should not. No man is taking any part of responsibility for the incident. No, we're not, because it has nothing to do with us. And this is why I'm making sure that's not going to happen. I can call it out. I can talk about the men there that didn't do what they're supposed to do. I can talk about all of that stuff. I can talk about everything without it being put onto men as our fault. No, that's not what's going to happen. No, I'm making you know the reason why this has happened is because you don't want men getting involved. So now men have listened to you and they're doing what you've asked for. But you do not want what you've asked for. So no, we're not going to be blamed for two women fighting each other and one deciding to run over the other. No, we're not going to be blamed for that. No, we're not. It has nothing to do with men. Why am I being blamed for that? Was I there? Why am I being blamed for that? Was I there? What's that got to do with me? So I don't understand. What's that got to do with me? It has nothing to do with men. So let's not do that. You guys see women's, the thing is, yeah, you guys see women's nature, yeah, and you hate it. This is what keeps happening. We keep seeing the worst sides of women's nature, and you guys hate when you see it. When it's me or Ginger J or whatever, you want to call it out. But following that, all we have seen are the worst sides of women's nature. You've seen it. You've seen me on shows with women laughing and clapping abortion. You've seen it. You've seen it. Women try to step to man. You've seen it. You've seen the worst types of women's behavior. But yet you get surprised still. Why? All we ever do is show you the worst sides of women's behavior because you don't get to see it. And when you see it, then what? It has nothing to do with us. We're just showing you women can be... Why do you think they have women prisons? You women are not good. Stop acting like being a woman makes you a good person. What's wrong with you? If that's the case, there would be no women's jails, would they? Why would there be no women's prison? Of course there's... Because... Like, being a woman doesn't make you a saint or a good person. It just makes you have a vagina. So let's stop all of that. We're not blaming men for anything, because men haven't done anything. When it was Getz We wasn't no, when it was gets, I didn't accept anything other than gets. You knew what you did. RIP Newbin Tamang. I don't want to hear it. So we're not hearing any gray area. No, we're not gonna do that. That's not what we're gonna do. If a man was behind the wheel and the table's reversed, could it be a woman's fault for not stopping? Of course not. James, don't say nothing crazy. You already know that could never run. That could never run. Oh, but let's not. Mr. Silver, the men is at fault. Who goes to F their ex's friend? Like, why? So many women out there. Sorry, Mr. Silver. Look, I'm not going to put you on blast. I'm not. But I am going to say this. The men is at fault. Who goes to F their ex's friend? Like, why? So many women out there. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you got to go goes to F the ex's friend. The ex's friend. Now, who has more of a moral obligation? The guy you was linking, who was the man, or the friend to you? Who has the moral obligation to the friend? Who has it? A man. First of all, let's talk about a man. It's not your baby daddy. It's not your husband. It's a man. It's a man. So already, okay, cool. Then we're going to talk about, is running over somebody and taking their life a valid reason because someone effed you? Is that a valid reason? So what are we doing? Explain it to me. The men is at fault. The men is at fault. The men are not at fault. What did the man do? If your man goes and sleeps with your friend, is that a reason that you need to go run over your friend? No. Women can't control themselves. Like this is what it comes down to. Friends will sleep with their friends, and sisterhood is a farce, and women hate on each other. And the moment where you guys start being truly honest is when, you know, like, you know, it's just what it is. If my man F my girl, he can keep her. She's not your girl, bro. If your man can F your girl, she was never your girl in the first place. That was just, let me tell you something. That you was wifing a thing that you shouldn't have wifed, and now you have to learn a hard truth. She was never yours in the first place. Yeah, forget your friend. That was never your man. 100%. So I think, yeah. All right. So let's keep. Here it goes again.
What happened to citizens' arrests? Do we not do citizens' arrests anymore? Because that could have saved a whole lot of problems. So we're talking about Klaudia, the girl who sadly now has been confirmed that she's lost her life by her friends on Instagram. The girl that got run over in London. This comment says, the fact that people could have stopped her and they didn't, including the person who videoed it, mental health would be no excuse either. If you look at the video, it wasn't just one person filming. On the video that someone's filming, you can see a bag of people filming. Everyone's crowding around filming. It's entertainment for them. They love that shit. It's like, oh yes, let me get a viral video of some girls fighting, whatever. But that whole thing, yeah, some of those men should be feeling bad. They should be feeling guilty. Because if someone would have intervened way earlier, if someone would have put someone in a citizen's arrest or calmed the situation down instead of egging it on, then people wouldn't be losing lives. Do you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand as well, you have to look at it from both sides. As a man, do you want to be playing hero?
Thank you.
Because you've grabbed one girl, pulled her out of the situation. Next thing, a man comes around the corner and shoots you in your head.
There you go.
Do you know what I'm saying? Next thing, the girl's saying you grabbed a titty.
There you go.
When he was pulling her away.
Okay.
So, you know, you've got to weigh it up in it. Do I want to get involved? Do I not? I think by the time it got to the bit where she was about to run the girl over, someone should have intervened, because you can see that the girl's going wild.
I agree.
That she should have. Someone could have took the keys out of the car at least. You know, like, because obviously for the car to be parked in the middle of the street, it's not like she was just. She's not like she's got out the car. Everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, but the girl's jumped." But she's got out the car. She was in the car driving. She must have been. The car's in the middle of the street. She's out of the car. She didn't have to get out the car. She got out the car for problems. Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody could have took the keys off her. She was obviously drunk as well. Like, something could have been done. But do you want to be, like, as a civilian, do you want to be walking past and getting in the middle of that drama and now you've got someone's boyfriend saying they're gonna shoot you when you gotta get up for work in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but one thing I do know is do one or the other. Either help the situation or stay out of the way. Filming it, laughing.
Okay, cool. Big her up for this one because I think this was quite a balanced one. Because she spoke about everyone. It wasn't just the men. She just spoke about everyone, but she also spoke about, well, do you want to do that and then potentially, you know, you lose your life or this or that can happen? Like guys, we got to remember, heroes lose their life every day. You know, one of the things the police even says is don't get involved. Heroes lose their life. Don't understand. Innocent bystanders. Remember, innocent bystanders is a thing. That's why 2 people were innocent bystanders. The guy was getting his e-bike. He never envisioned that was gonna. That's what happens when bullets fly and they lick up. That's called an innocent bystander. That's why they're called bystander, because they're innocent, minding their business. But life doesn't work like that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you want people to step in, but also people, you know, they be conditioned not to step in. You want people to step in, but also look at the men around that you're asking this from. They're not the types of men. You just got to look. See, women, I want you to know all men are not the same. So you see, like, when something happens, you get some types of men that are going to run into something to defend people, to do certain things. Not all men are built the same. So when you start saying, oh, where are the men? Where are the men? You do know they're men that are pussies, you know. They're men that are scared. Like, us men know this. You women look at men like every man is some strong man that's gonna be, us men don't look at men like that. There'll be a room full of men and a bear them are pussies. We already know that. You might be left with all the pussies, respectfully speaking, you might be. And this is a room full of pussies, and you're like, where are the real men? They're not in that room. They was never in that place. There are no real men in there. They're just men with genitals and testosterone. That does not make them into a real man. It just makes them into having the bits of a man. It does not mean give them heart. It doesn't mean that. No, that's not how this thing works. Not all men are the same. So when you're asking, oh, why didn't these men do anything? They're not the men to do anything. And us men will look at that and recognize that. Do you get me? I'm just trying to make you guys understand this very clearly. Like, this woman talking Botox is mad. Let's focus on what she's saying, man. Let's focus on what she's saying. Let's not focus so much on how she looks. There's a different range and generational pattern of ladies and males too, and these are not the women whom are obviously nanas, grandparents now making a scene for themselves. Yeah, Mayfair and West End, there ain't even anywhere to park. She slapped like right in the middle of the road. I know.
We live in a crazy world. The world has gone mad, and we're very desensitized to a lot of things, because you see these videos that we're seeing yesterday between Rielle and Klaudia, RIP Klaudia. Do you get me? A lot of inhumane things like that we're witnessing online on social media. And a lot of those videos, I'm hearing the man them are recording. Like, oh, man are acting like gal. Why are the man them acting like gal, not trying to govern the situation? Not all of you, because I did see 2-3 men that tried to govern the situation, but I was hearing bare man behind their cameras that wasn't trying to govern the situation. But I don't want to make this about the man them, because it's not the man them that were moving mad. Women, you are going crazy. You are going crazy, because how are you posting up snaps saying that you're a mad person and you're gonna do mad things, etc.? Everybody reacts to things differently, whatever. But you're sick. Okay, I don't care. You're sick. This woman has been run over, reversed back over, and then the reaction that the other woman has had over her body while she's laying there lets me know everything that I need to know. Like, it's mad. Do you get me? And I understand that Rielle was trying to get away and she was getting beat down and bruv, cool. It's like saying the man them are getting beat down and then, you know, they end up having enough and so they back out their mash. I hear it. I'm not saying I don't, but it's not justifiable. It's understandable because we live in a real world, not in the ideal world. But it's not justifiable. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And people need to stop trying to justify it. Do you get me? Like, The girl is gone. Do you get me? And bystanders are getting life-changing circumstances and all of that. Like, bro, I didn't even want to talk on this stuff because the world is just crazy and the videos that we're seeing is crazy. And people that are sick, yeah, man, RIP and condolences to the families.
Facts.
You get me? Like, but do you see what girl will do over a man? After God, fair women. Mad.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but once again, guys, remember we don't know if it's over, man.
Big man, you're actually Polish though.
We don't know if over, man, so we don't want to say anything, can it? Yeah.
Big man, you're actually Polish though.
Yeah. I know, no one believes it.
This is her.
Nah, I kind of thought Polish, but then before that, I thought.
So thoughts go out to family, the young lady that is fighting for her life in critical condition after the incident occurred. This is her on Castillo on Standout TV. Yeah.
Thought maybe he was Irish.
Irish?
Yeah.
Irish? I've never gotten that before.
The dark hair thing, I thought he was like maybe a traveler gal.
What?
Don't get rude, bruv. Just chatting shit, bruv. Don't big up the traveler community.
No.
You better love them, bruv. They'll
Yeah,
come
but
to your
I'm
yard,
just
bruv.
surprised because no one said that before.
No, it's the dark hair and the eyes.
Okay.
We're getting along. So what'd you do, Klaudia?
So I'm actually a contract manager.
A contract manager?
For a facilities company, yeah.
Liar. For what company?
For a facilities company, so I manage engineers.
No, you don't, bruv. Big
I know,
man.
I do like influencing, but my main job, I actually have got 9 to 5.
That's mad. I would never think that you did that.
No
I thought you was
wonder.
like a social media person.
I know, basically, yeah.
Big man thing.
I think I'm surprising him.
Okay, so that's what you do. I'm actually mad surprised. This thing is definitely the buffest gal that's been on this show.
He wants to rip.
Big man, you're actually Polish though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, no one
Polish
believes
thing,
it.
Polish.
No, I kind of thought Polish, but then
my
before
man
that, I
is
thought
on
maybe he
it.
was Irish.
Irish?
Yeah.
Irish? I've never gotten that before.
The dark hair thing, I thought he was like maybe a traveler
again,
gal.
man.
Don't get rude, bruv. Just chatting shit, bruv. Don't big up the traveler community.
No.
You better love them, bruv. They'll
Yeah,
come
but
to your
I'm
yard,
just
bruv.
surprised because no one said that before.
No, it's the dark hair and the eyes.
Okay.
We're getting along. So what'd you do, Klaudia?
So I'm actually a contract manager.
A contract
For
manager?
a facilities company, yeah.
Liar. For what company?
For a facilities company, so I manage engineers.
No, you don't, bruv. Big
I know,
man.
I do like influencing, but my main job, I actually have got 9 to 5.
That's mad. I would never think that you did that.
No
I thought you was
wonder.
like a social media person.
I know, basically, yeah.
Big man thing.
I think I'm surprising him.
R.I.P. Claudia, man. And yeah, man, like, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it was better I did it like this. Everybody wants to be making 10,000 videos about it. I'll make this video, then we will update it when the time comes. But I would have made everybody want to make a video and then retracting the video and then make another video and retracting it. There's no need for that. I've looked at all the content that's out there. I've spoken to people as well. This is the way we're gonna go and do it. So big up everybody. We've got over 178 people here on YouTube. Big up everyone that's in here. If this is the first time you've logged in, then big you up for coming here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn notification bells. When it comes down to doing reactions and breaking things down and live streams, I make sure I do it properly, man. Like, because it's not even about views and clicks and that. It's about doing things properly. And when something like this happens, you got to be sensitive to all parties. And remember, I know Gabrielle Rielle, like, and there's been narratives that they're trying to paint about her, and I don't think that's what happened, and I don't think that's what it is. And people have told me other stuff. Now, do I think that she wanted to delete that girl? No. People are gonna argue and say she posted a story and she did this and did that. But in reality, do you think the outcome, what she wanted, was the outcome that she got? No, because that would be crazy, really crazy. Like, not just like fake. No, that's really crazy, because that would only end in ruining your life. And she was someone that was trying to do things with her life. So, do you understand? So, yeah, we got to look at things from that aspect. So, someone posted this: R.I.P. to Claudia Glam. Condolence to her family, loved ones in a difficult time. Since when does how someone look or the choices they've made with their body decide how much empathy they deserve? Since when does that make their pain any less serious or what's happened to them something to mock, dismiss, or turn into entertainment? If your first instinct is judgment instead of compassion, that's something to really think about. R.I.P. Claudia. So people are saying, look, a lot of people have been insensitive and because how she looked and the BBL and aesthetic. But like I said before, to the person that said about, oh, they were escorts or whatever, I said an escort's life is no less of yours. It doesn't change the fact, like, it might change the fact if I'm looking to make into my wife. Yeah, because I don't want to escort as a wife. I'm allowed. That's a preference for me. I have for myself. But is an escort's life worth more than yours? No, it's like, or is your life worth less or more? No, or is it worth less than yours? No, we're all equal under God's eyes. So it doesn't matter her choices that she makes. Those are choices that she has to make. Cool, but it doesn't take away from her right to respect or to live in. Nah, we don't do that over here. Like, I don't have to agree with your life, with your choices of how you made your money. Doesn't mean that I will agree with someone taking your life. That's not how it goes. Reliable sources says she's still fighting for life. She's not dead yet. Yeah, Robert, like, we're pretty much aware that she's fighting for life, but all her friends and all the closest people to her that kept on talking about they're the closest, they all put out statements and things on their stories that have been picked up by the blogs that people have used to say that she's not alive. So it's kind of weird that the people that say that they're supposed to know don't know, and they're putting out things which is putting out false reporting, which can't be good for the wider group and the family, because they're hearing that she's passed. The only thing I can say, which is a positive, is that she's still alive, and we thought she wasn't. So it's like someone coming back from dead to say, you know what I mean? Because she's still there. So I think goes to show, if you're watching this, be grateful each day. I know how she was, Rielle, after watching her RTM appearance. So yeah. R.I.P. Klaudia, man. Very, very pretty.
This BBL escort has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after she ran 3 people over after
I
a
have to put it up. Man said this BBL escort. That's just, I can't even.
What would make someone allegedly use a car as a weapon and drive straight into a group of people in central London? Because police have just arrested a woman for attempted murder after a car plowed into pedestrians in Soho, and it is alleged that this was all over a man. This actually happened in the early hours of today, Sunday, on Argyle Street, near one of the busiest nightlife areas in London. Now, emergency services were called at around 4:30 a.m. after reports that a car had mounted the pavement and hit multiple people. According to the police, 3 people were injured in the collision. A woman in her 30s is currently in critical condition. A man in his 50s suffered life-changing injuries, and another woman in her 30s suffered minor injuries, allegedly. Now, the driver is a 29-year-old woman who was arrested on the scene, and she's now being held on suspicion of attempted murder, grievous bodily harm, dangerous driving, and drink driving. Now, this is crazy. Now, here's where things get unclear. There are early reports and online speculation suggesting this may have been stemmed from some kind of personal dispute, possibly involving a man, and I have heard that too. But as of now, police have not confirmed any motive, so take that with caution. Allegedly, this was something to do with some rapper that the person was dating and some issues there. But again, nothing has been confirmed. The case is still developing. As the investigation continues, one woman is fighting for her life while another person's life may be changed forever. And honestly, for what? For a man? Allegedly.
This is annoying me.
Treated as attempted murder. And the question now is, why? What were the details? Stay tuned, because I'm going to keep you updated on this one. What would make someone allegedly use a...
It's not a man. It's because women. It's because of women. It's not because of a man. It's because of women. It's not because of a man. It's because of a woman. Has nothing to do with a man. Women are always fighting over a man. So when you're talking about fighting, all right, cool. Let me explain to you how fighting goes. Women have a Disney idea about what beef is and what fighting and war and arguments and shit. Like, men know that an argument and Just saying shut up to a man you don't know can make you lose your life. You can lose your life for that. Now, you're going to say that's extreme. Why should I lose my life because I said shut up to a man I don't know? I'm going to say to you, that was an aggression. Now, you might say shut up to that man and expect that man to say shut up to you, but he might just pull out a knife. Now, if you never said shut up to that guy, he would have never pulled out a knife. But you have to understand, when you start aggression, you don't get to say how it ends. And this is where we go today in life. And this is what women don't understand. When you start beef, you don't get to say how it ends. So when you just expect men to jump into something, you do realize it can end with someone losing their life. But women don't look at beef like that. They'll get into beef and argument because they don't look at it like it's going to end in deletion. But man, them know that when we get into beef, that's the way it's going to end. That's why us as men don't get into fights unnecessarily, because they tend to lead to the worst types of things. Because we understand fighting leads to, that's what fighting leads to. So when you're talking about, oh, where are the men? Where are the men? How many men have gone and got involved in something and lost their life? You don't think their family wish they never got involved? You don't think their family wish they walked past? You don't think their kids just wish daddy didn't try to be a hero? Because in real life, the heroes get deleted and you don't get no money from your family, from the government. You don't get anything. You might be lucky. They might call a community center after your kid. That's it. And now you're struggling. Go ask little Jimmy that jumped off the bridge to go save that woman. What happened? He didn't make it. She was saved. She didn't even hang about. He lost his life. He was a hero. They called him a hero. Don't you think his parents wish he wasn't a hero? What does a hero mean in real life? That's something they give you when you go out there and you get your legs blown off. And now they tell you you're a hero. Don't you wish you had your legs? Men understand the consequences of violence and beef. You women think it's joke. This is what happens when we leave you women and we don't step in. This is what happens. So when you're talking about, we're showing you, so the next time us men want to step in, we're going to remind you the last time we didn't step in. And then you did what? But who wants to be accused of SA because a woman doesn't like what you did and how you had to grab her up? Oh my God, now you're SA. And then people are, this is what you've created. This is what you guys have created. And if you don't like what you create, it's time to have some serious conversations about the community and about what you want from men. If you want the protection of men, you also have to take the leadership of men. It goes hand in hand. You do not get my protection, but you don't listen to me on how I should protect you. That's not how it works. So if you don't want the protection, if you don't want the leadership of the men, that's fine. Go and do what you're doing. But when it goes wrong, don't start crying to the same said men to come and help you. That's not how it works.
This BBL escort has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after she ran 3 people over after a night out in London. 29-year-old Gabrielle Carrington, also known as Rielle UK, is the little skank who was arrested for the horrific attack. Gabrielle is from Manchester, and she is best known for being on X Factor back in 2013, and also for getting shagged on screen in the film Blue Story. The incident happened outside...
Also getting shagged on screen in the film Blue Story. That is just a madness. That is just, what did he say? Did he really say that? That's just rude.
Inca restaurant and bar in Mayfair at around 4:30 a.m. on Sunday the 19th of April 2026. I won't be showing any footage of the incident as it's horrific, but from the videos that are circulating online, it shows Gabrielle getting beaten up as she tried to fight with multiple women. The exact reason for the fighting has not been confirmed, but sources have reported that it was all over a man. After getting beat up, Gabrielle got into her car and drove directly into a woman called Klaudia, who was walking in front of her car. She ran over her and dragged her under the car until she crashed into a wall before reversing over her body. 2 other innocent people were hit by the little scruff. The victim, who's in her 30s, was rushed to hospital and she's fighting for her life. A man in his 50s, who was stood nearby trying to unlock his scooter, was also hit by the car. He was rushed to hospital and sustained life-changing injuries. A third woman, aged in her 30s, was treated for minor injuries. Gabrielle was arrested at the scene on suspicion of attempted murder, GBH, dangerous driving and drink driving. She was taken into custody, where she remains. Just hours earlier, she posted herself driving at 80 miles per hour in her car, basically predicting what she was going to do. She said, "People shouldn't trouble mad people, because when I hurt you for provoking me, I won't be going to jail. I'll be at the hospital, around the way from where I'll put you. Hopefully the victims can recover from this horrific attack. We'll keep you updated on any further developments. Follow the page and leave a comment on any other criminal cases you'd like to see on the channel." This BBL escort.
Bruv, BBL escort, then it got there right with the booty, with the Dior right in front of. This BBL escort is crazy. I can't lie. That's such a crazy title. This BBL, hey, Criminal Minds done a dirty. I can't even lie. That is just, honestly, that is just what.
I don't need no beat, I can sing it with piano. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Caption is from her. Caption is from her. "Imagine not liking me over a man. I'm just in my bed teaching myself to sing like Beyonce." Throwback video of the lady who got angry and ran over another influencer in the UK. It is alleged, reported that they were both fighting over a Tanzanian rapper who had been involved with both Rielle and Klaudia before she was eventually run over and succumbed to her. She can sing to her prison mates. Crazy.
No, I don't need.
Crazy. The woman who got hit by a car in Mayfair sadly passed away. See, look, people say she passed away. I wasn't even expecting that. I wasn't even expecting that. I wasn't. Apologies, guys, for anyone that wasn't expecting that. But I did say to everybody this type of stream it was. I wasn't expecting that clip. Yeah, that was crazy. You saw what, and that was real life. That's real life. That's real life, man. Big up Andy. I see you, man. Big up Andy. I see you. Horrible girl can't sing. Hey, Hallie, she can sing a little bit, man. She's a witch. People believe she did it on purpose. They're not taking that. They're not hearing that. Klaudia needs to get some new friends. Look, rest up, Kay. It's like they all got BBLs. Why they showing look, they all got BBLs, but that has nothing to do with it. Look. Oh, wait, this is her. Oh, World Latin. So, World Latin News. Camilla, friend of Claudia Glam, who was with her the night of the incident, has officially confirmed the passing of Claudia. So this friend of yours has been telling everyone that she's passed away. So I'm just saying, she hasn't passed away, but your friend is telling everyone that she's passed away. Everyone. Do you get me? She's just telling everyone, BBL Wars, come on, hey, Lee. Come on, Lee. I'm gonna have to, that's a straight red card, B. Red card, my guy. We're going, Lee, let's be serious. Let's be serious, Lee, now. Someone said, respectfully, these BBL chicks are disgusting. I will not touch them. AP, I hear you, but it's not a reason why they need to get run over, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't got. You don't have to touch them, but we don't got to run up. We don't got to run them over. Yeah.
Don't give a damn
Oh!
if you were getting jumped by 20 blood clot yams.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, not her. Guys, just for the she's getting about to give me a headache, but just for the basis, just for the just because, let's hear what she has to say. Let's hear what she has to say. So let's hear what she has to say on this. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So, you know, that's how we're gonna treat this. Apologies for having to put you to succumb me to this, but we're gonna run the pain right now.
Yeah? I don't give a damn. Rielle had options, and that option was to jump in a car and run the girl over. We don't justify evil wickedness like that, you understand? Rielle is not a victim. Rielle knew exactly what she was doing, and she got out of the car and kicked the girl in the head. The girl has now passed away, so I don't want to hear no one.
She's still alive, critical condition, still alive, critical condition.
Try justify this, you understand? I'm so mad and disappointed at too many people trying to justify Rielle's actions. Rielle lost the battle when she got into that car and did what she did. Rielle turned that girl into a victim. You understand?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into this, but on a second note, hey, why is she so animated all the time? Like, just so mad and angry all the time about everything. Like, I hear it. This is something you should be angry about and mad about it. But this is no difference than when you was talking about Asians or black men or nothing. It's just, I don't know. It just looks a bit griftish to me. I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel genuine. It just feels it's the same. It feels as it's the same exact. No, like, I agree with what's been said, but it's not what's been said on this outcome. It's just, I've heard this I've seen this exact same. This is theatrics. I've seen this exact same thing. Every single time it's the same thing. This is mental health. But I at least you're talking about something right now I can get behind. You're not blaming Asian people for stuff again and blaming black men. This is something I can get behind. This is something I can get behind. Do you understand? This is something I can get behind. Someone says she's gonna blame black men. I'm waiting to hear that. If she gets the black men, we'll get on her.
Stand? She is gone. And she is not coming back. Don't you dare try to justify this wickedness. It don't fly around here. Send your condolences to Klaudia and her family, because they're the ones who need the support the most. Don't give a damn if you were getting jumped by 20 blood clot gal. Yeah? I don't give a damn. Rielle had options.
Okay. I'm just let's go again.
No, yeah? You know, yeah? These nowadays man them, yeah? Some of them you can't protect women, bro. Because I'll just treat it like two gal fighting and the next gal jumping in, right? There's how many men around? How does a gal get to go in her car and injure 3 people? And there's how many men they're laughing and joking, taking out their phones and recording. You're a disgrace.
Yes, these men are a disgrace. But who raised this man? Let's talk about that. Like, you guys, I'm tired of this. You guys hate the men that you have. But who raised the men that you have? If you are not happy with the bunch of current men, who raised them? Who raised these men? If you are not happy with the men that you have, who raised them? If you're not happy. But this is what we have. Then you're going to discover a bunch of them are raised by single mothers. Don't you say that, China? But it's the truth. It's the truth. Single mothers raise the men you women hate. They grow up into the men that you hate. And then you start questioning these men, but they were raised by women. Men don't raise these types of men. This is what happens when you don't have a father. This is what happens. You don't like to hear the truth. Single mothers raise men that create other single mothers. Single mothers raise men that go on to abuse women. It's the truth. Does it mean that other men from two-parent homes cannot do it? Of course not. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about what you don't, the elephant in the room is you hate these men, but who raised these men? Women raise the same men that you hate. If a man had a single mother, if a man grew up and his mother was a single mother, that man should grow up and never create a single mother. That man should grow up and only create. But what does that man go and do? He goes and creates the exact same thing that he grew up from. If a man grew up in a home with DV and he witnessed his mum at the hands of DV, you would think that man would never put his hands on a woman. But guess what? Guess what? They tend to go and do the exact same thing. You guys hate to hear it. You hate to hear it. Look, they've started. Imagine blaming a single. Yes, imagine blaming. Yes, they started it. Yes, imagine. Well, yes, imagine it. They started again. No accountability. Isn't it the fault of the father? They walked away. Okay, let's do this. This is a good one. First of all, 70 to 80% of relationships, women walk away. But let's treat it as the father walked away. When the dad walks away and the child is raised and he does a good job, no one says, you know what, because the father walked away, the child did well. Cool. But when something goes wrong with the child and the father was not in the picture, all of a sudden you want to start saying, where was the dad? But what does it matter where the dad was? He wasn't around. Let's focus on the person that was around. The dad not being around didn't have an influence on the child. So let's talk about the person who had the influence. We pick and choose. So if a child grows and does well and the dad's not in the picture, we could say, well, he came from the DNA of that man. Oh, no. You pick and choose. So if you're going to be primary caregiver and you're going, then you also have to take, you have to take accountability. But you always want to blame the father. I'm not blaming the person that's not in the picture. I'm going to blame the primary caregiver. If the primary caregiver is the father, I'm going to focus on him. I'm not going to be like, oh, where's the mom? Bro, you're the primary caregiver. Why you're the one that chose that. You shouldn't have done that if you knew you couldn't do that. Then don't stop, like, take accountability for the people that you raise. Because women ain't happy with the men that are being raised. If a father was absent, he wouldn't be present to put bad mind thoughts in their offspring's minds. Yeah, like whoever is the primary caregiver is the person that when the child does well, I'm going to applaud and I'm going to say, because of your single mother, you've done really well. And I'm going to clap for you. But equally, if that child turns out to go out and become a criminal and go and create underage pregnancies and do a mad thing, then I'm going to look at the person that raised them. I'm going to say, it's your fault. Then that point, you're going to be like, where's the dad? No, the dad's not in the picture. He was never in the picture, so it doesn't matter. Like, let's just take accountability for things. And this is where we are. And nobody wants to take accountability. And this is why these things will keep on happening. Because nobody wants to blame. Nobody wants to blame anything. Do you get me? So I'm saying, that's all it is. It's fine. But let's get back into it. These are the men that you raised.
Imagine you could have stopped that. All the man them that was there with your phones out and you're there laughing, you lot could have stopped that.
Yep.
But you'd rather, you know what it is? It's good TV, right?
Yep.
You understand me? You'd rather the views for your fucking your apps or whatever you're on. You understand? Because I'm looking at it and I'm saying, fucking hell. Like, even before the girl got in the car, you could hear a man say, oh, she's gonna get in the car.
Yeah.
So if you see that, why you let a blood clot run to stop the girl?
Because they're not the girl.
What kind of mentality is? What kind of mentality?
New generation.
That you're all out there with your phones, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to stop the fucking altercation.
Yeah.
You understand me? Sometimes, yeah, as man, we have to save women from themselves. Sometimes, you know, it's time when we have to.
No, we don't. See, this is 2026. We don't got to save women from anything. Man, do not get yourself caught up in a court case that cannot help you. And a man says, sometimes we need to save women from themselves. That is misogynistic. Sometimes we need to save women from themselves. Are you trying to say that a woman can't control herself? She doesn't. Man, do not get yourself jammed up in this. This is 2026. Go and try to do that at work and say, you know what? I just had to save her for myself. HR is going to have you out there quicker than you can. What? Man, them, do not get tricked out of your position. I want people to understand how dangerous it gets when people spit a narrative and then people start to actually do what they told them to do. You told the men to stay. Now the men are doing what you told them to do and you don't like it, because in real life, when men stand by, we're showing you what happens. So I'm saying to you, so it is what it is. Like, Libby, you've been talking rubbish. Since when does real men listen to women? Bro, Libby, you've been talking rubbish. Behave or I'll block you.
Step and say, nah. You get me? Even sometimes you're moving with a set of man and there's one guy in the crew always causing trouble. Yeah? Sometimes a man him up and pull him up as well. Say, bro, anytime you come out and you behave yourself. Sometimes people, we need to be a bit more forthright in our decision making. Yeah? Because that whole shit could have been avoided if had there been stronger men around.
No, that could have been avoided if one girl didn't decide to get into the car off and do what she did. That could have been avoided if people didn't beat up somebody and make him react. It could, so many things could have happened, but none of that had to do with men or the man them around. Stop it. Because if I've gone out for a night and people wanted to be crashing out and trying to, listen, I do not have to get involved. I want to go home to my family. Especially when I'm seeing people, you do realize there's a man there that's got life-changing injuries. There's a man there with life-changing injuries. All you supermen over here, let me see which one of you guys wants to go get life-changing injuries today. So stop it. Stop trying to make men feel as if they don't do anything. No, let's not do that, because this has nothing to do with us. I would have done something. But just because I would have done something, it doesn't mean that every other man is me. Not all men are going to go and do that. Not all archetype of man is the same. Stop it. If you get one of these little gamer guys that are there outside, he might not. And when I say that, it's no disrespect to the gamer guys. I'm saying is you can't expect him to go and move like someone else. That's boxing. No. So we're not gonna go and do that. Like, we shouldn't have. Stop telling us, oh, because the men were there and it could have ended differently. The men had nothing to do with it. And the reason why men are standing by is because we've been told to stand by. We've been told we're misogynistic. We've been told all of the things that we've been told, incels, all these. We're trying to control women. Now we need to save women from themselves. Like a woman can't control herself. Like she hasn't got autonomy and sovereignty over her body. Stop this behavior. Because when it gets tested, it doesn't work in real life. It don't work.
No, hey, the man is moving like they're weak out here. The man is moving like some fish out here. How you can see a situation and you can see how it's
That wasn't man them. This is Soho Mayfair. What man them did you see there? I can't lie. What man them did you see there? I see bare free Palestine brothers, respectfully speaking, but what man them did you see there? So I don't understand what man them you're asking to rise up and to go and do whatever. What man them did you see? I heard this is no man them there. Let's not use that term to claim that. No, there were just people there. There was a bunch of people there. There were just a bunch of people there. People rest in plastic. Come on. People are rude, man. Like, because she got BBL and she got all them things, don't mean no reason why you got to treat her any less. Oh. So ZZ Mills says, okay, ZZ's got into the chat. This is a direct results. ZZ and Castillo react to news. One influencer has been arrested for attempted murder, for attempted deletion. The other person has passed away. So ZZ Mills says, this is a direct result of the normalization of fighting. Everything is a fight these days. When I see you, I'm going to beat you up. No one knows how to use their words anymore. What happened to women just screaming at each other and going their separate ways? Everyone wants to be a cast member of baddies. Sad to see. Zizi says, also, I think the recording does something to people's minds. They kick into performance mode. She was probably more concerned about how she would look on socials the next morning, that she ran people over trying to look tough. Now she's suffering the real life consequences. And Casillo says, RIP, Claudia Glam, my condolences. Casillo, you know he's enjoying this picture. Look at him. Yeah, I think social media has a lot to play with it as well. People don't want to be embarrassed on social media. But in the end, you know, that's what happens. It says, despite social media posts from Claudia's friends, she's still in critical condition after allegedly getting run over by fellow influencer Rielle. The former X Factor star has since been remanded and has been charged with attempted murder, grievous body harm with intent, and actual body harm and drink driving. So yeah, so that's just an update. She's still alive, but yeah, who knows what state she's currently in.
After the horrific event that left this lady, Klaudia, in critical condition, sadly, Klaudia has passed away. And there were a lot of facts about this incident that many had got wrong, including me. It was rumored that Rielle and Klaudia had this altercation over a mystery man, a well-known rapper, but this was not true. Rielle started to have a serious problem with Klaudia after Klaudia unfollowed Rielle on Instagram. This was according to one of Claudia's friends, who also said that Rielle was quite a problematic person. Now, Rielle was seen in this physical altercation getting overwhelmed by a couple other women, and people automatically assumed that these were Claudia's friends. But Claudia's friend in her video explained Rielle had problems with different people. So getting that information tells us that these women may not have been doing this for Klaudia. This girl in the video kept repeating that Rielle had some relations with her ex. Not once in any of the footage was Klaudia seen in a physical altercation with Rielle. In fact, we see Rielle run into her car and Klaudia was trying to escape onto the pavement, thinking that Rielle was going to drive off. But sadly, Rielle turned into her. So this was personal for Rielle and seemed to be separate from these two women. It seemed that this woman had a problem with Rielle because of what Rielle did with this girl's ex. Hence why in the video, she was screaming about the relations that Rielle had with her ex. Now, many people in the UK are extremely upset because many men were filming this altercation. Even before Rielle did what she did to Klaudia, the man videoing it was saying that Rielle was going to do it. It was a woman that was trying to drag Rielle out of the car when she was about to do it. And although a man tried to stop it, it was too late because Rielle was already driving. Many people in the UK are saying if most of the men who spent their time recording and laughing had done what they could to break it up, the situation between these two women wouldn't have escalated to the point where Rielle would have been able.
No. Once again, I'm not having it. Whenever I smell someone trying to push this narrative that, oh, the men should have done something. Wait a minute. I've already said I would have done something. I already said, man, them, I'm around. None of us would have dealt with that from the start, straight away. First of all, I would have done it. But just because I would have done something does not mean every single man would have done it. I know, and if there's a bunch of pussies out there and men are recording, that's because those are the types of men they are. They're not man them. They're not serious guys. They're not someone that will want to date my sister. Like if she was, well, if I had any sisters that were single, but you get me? They're not someone I want to date any of my female friends. I'll be like, that guy's a pussy. Like, you don't want a man like that. He can't defend you. So to now use these men to try to use them as the majority of men, or to be the sample size to be like, this is what men are like. No, we're not gonna go and do that because these men are nothing like us. These men are nothing like me. These men are nothing like the man them. Like, see what I'm saying? If we was on a plane and then somebody was trying to do a mad thing with the plane and all they had was a bunch of knives, do you think me and the man them are gonna let them take the plane because of knives? Seriously, are you all right? You think a man is gonna pull out a knife and say, I'm taking this plane down with me and my family, and you think knives are gonna stop us, bro. We're going to rush these guys, and someone's gonna man them have to get cut up on the way. But the adrenaline and the thing, we're gonna get through it. But if we don't do this, yeah, everybody's gonna be X'd out. We're not gonna have that. We're gonna just take over that, because that's what man them are gonna go and do, because we know we can handle it. Do you get me? But when you have a bunch of men that are not inclined, they're gonna let men with a bunch of knives take down your plane. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we've seen knives before. They don't scare us. And it's not on a bad boy thing. It's like, no, that's not going to be the reason why we're all going to lose our lives now. No, someone's going to sacrifice. But if we work together, no one's losing no lives. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So stop expecting every man to be like that. Because the majority of people, when they see a knife, they run in the opposite way. And that is a human reaction. And it does not make you into a pussy. It makes you into a smart individual. A very smart individual. Because if you lose your life, your family's going to be on TV crying, I wish you didn't. Why did he get involved? Why didn't he go the opposite way? So go the opposite way. But let's stop putting it onto the men, because it has nothing to do with the men.
Able to get in that car. Many people in the UK are unhappy with how preventable this situation could have been. So this was not over a mystery man. This all stemmed from Klaudia unfollowing Rielle. People in the UK are also worrying that Rielle won't get the convictions that she deserves, because she may claim that she has serious mental health problems, and this could end her up in a hospital instead of prison. She's even spoke about her mental health struggles on her social media. But it's very important for everyone to remember. Rielle posted this on her Snapchat story, saying that if she does anything to the people that provoke her, she won't be going to jail, she'll be going to a hospital, around the way from where she'll put them, showing that this was premeditated, not just an outburst. After the horrific event that left this lady, Klaudia, in critical condition, sadly, Klaudia has passed away. And there were a lot of facts about this incident that many had got wrong, including me. It was rumored that Rielle and Klaudia had this altercation over a mystery man, a well-known rapper, but this was not true. Rielle started to have a serious problem with Klaudia after Klaudia unfollowed Rielle on Instagram. This was according to one of Claudia's friends, who also said that Rielle was quite a problematic person. Now, Rielle was seen in this physical altercation getting overwhelmed by a couple other women. And people automatically assumed that these were Claudia's friends. But Claudia's friend in her video explained Rielle had problems with different people. So getting that information tells us that these women may not have been doing this for Klaudia. This girl in the video kept repeating that Rielle had some relations with her ex. Not once in any of the footage was Klaudia seen in a physical altercation with Rielle. In fact, we see Rielle run into her car, and Klaudia was trying to escape onto the pavement, thinking that Rielle was going to drive off. But sadly, Rielle turned into her. So this was personal for Rielle and seemed to be separate from these two women. It seemed that this woman had a problem with Rielle because of what Rielle did with this girl's ex. Hence why in the video, she was screaming about the relations that Rielle had with her ex. Now, many people in the UK are extremely upset because many men were filming this altercation. Even before Rielle did what she did to Klaudia, the man videoing it was saying that Rielle was going to do it. It was a woman that was trying to drag Rielle out of the car when she was about to do it. And although a man tried to stop it, it was too late because Rielle was already driving. Many people in the UK are saying if most of the men who spent their time recording and laughing had done what they could to break it up, the situation between these two women wouldn't have escalated to the point where Rielle would have been able to get in that car. Many people in the UK are.
Okay, I just wanted him to say it twice. Listen, it's not RIP. It's we wish a speedy recovery to Klaudia, because what's happened to her, like, you wouldn't want that to happen to nobody, innit? It's very sad, isn't it? So we wish a speedy. Honestly, we wish a super fast, speedy recovery, like, because that's all you would want. So I got some good information. I got some well known. Well known is not well known, but from a good source, and this is what they said to me. So they were elsewhere and they clashed there. They had issues previously. This Klaudia girl and her mates left and went elsewhere, and this thing found out where she was. And she went on smoke and pulled up outside, and they tried to set it on her, and her friends were beating her up. I seen in the video that's what happened. And says, who told you? One of the girls told the man them. So they were all elsewhere and they clashed. So all the girls the girls were in a previous place and they all clashed. All right, Klaudia and Rielle and a bunch of girls clashed. Klaudia left her mates and went somewhere else, and then this girl Rielle found out where she was and pulled up on smoke outside, and they tried to set it on her, and her friends were beating her up as seen on camera. Someone else messaged me and he said she's charged with M when the person outside the car was grabbing the steering wheel. Look, listen. I don't really know innit? One thing I do know is what we can see on the footage. What it was over and what it really led up to. Only the two parties will really know. Okay. What I will say is, and I'll say it again, is this is a case of a woman injuring another woman. All right. Not even a woman injuring another woman. A woman attempted M on that person's life. All right. The fact that they said it could be over a man has nothing to do with men. It has everything to do with women fighting over men, and women will always fight over a man. Or women will not stop fighting over a man. They will always fight over women, and just like certain men will fight over women. Okay, this is how it is. So one of the things we say to men is like, yo, when a woman don't want a man and he wants to go and take the life of the man that she wants, or we always be like, bro, she didn't. There's plenty more fish in the sea. So what? Now you in jail for the rest of your life. She's gonna be with the next person. We laugh. We always laugh at them, man. Like we like, don't let pussy turn you fool. No woman is worth going to prison for. No woman is, and that's something that us men say. So any man that finds himself be like, don't let pum pum turn you fool. Don't let pussy turn you fool. Like all of these things that men say is it's to regulate men. And if you don't know this, then yeah. Let's just make you women aware. Us men already have these codes, and we don't go jail for women, like fighting over women, putting yourself into scenarios because of women. You just don't. You don't. You know what I mean? Like, don't fight over no man. It's not worth it. It's not worth fighting over no man. That's just the truth of the matter. But you're still gonna fight over men. And just like, look, this thing's been going back since Biggie and Tupac, men fighting over women and that, and the Faith Evans. Do you get me? It's never gonna stop. It's never going to stop in rap. It's never going to stop because women love to be on one side. Helena Troy, what are we talking about? Troy, what was Troy all over? The Trojan horse. What was that all over? 2 kingdoms for over the woman. The guy didn't want to give back the guy's woman. That was it. It created a whole war. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Men have done it, and we don't rate men that do it. So when women do it, it's just stupid because you're doing it for a man that you just, it's just stupid. You know? Honestly. My thoughts and condolences go out to Klaudia. Like, honestly, like they do, because it's sad. Like, it really is a sad story. It's a sad story because, like it really
These
is.
men sleeping around.
It really is it's a, it's not a. It's a sad, very, very sad story. This is Instagram. Just because she had the Bieber aesthetic doesn't, 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 doesn't make her a bad person.
You are the type of.
Doesn't make 1 week ago. Doesn't make her a bad person. Some people like this. If this is what you like, I can't lie. The thighs don't match, but some people like that. Look, her booty's on the, that's what some people like. But we live in a world where, look, being like this will get you all across the world. It'll get you like, they talk about escorts and this, that, and the rest of it. That whole aesthetic. Come on, man them love this. Rappers, certain people love this aesthetic. That's what it is. Look, come on. Look at the, come on, look at the BBL, look. Come on. RIP, man. All I can see is bare rappers in the likes. Come on, I already know what the man them like. This is the aesthetics. Come on, but this one's looking crazy. Come on, this is too much ass. Come on, man. You're just moving crazy, girl. Damn, RIP, man. Like, honestly. Don't throw your life away. Guys, don't throw your life away. Don't throw your life away. Don't throw your life away. Like, don't. It's not worth it. Honestly, it's not. It's not. And look. Look, let me find her. Rielle. And like I said, we follow each other, was cool. Yeah, I don't think she was a bad person, but unfortunately, people gonna always remember the last thing that you did. That's the life. They remember the last thing that you did. Everybody always remembers the last thing that you did. That's why they call it the Battle of the BBLs. That was crazy. She's thicker than a Snicker, as they would call it. Thicker than a Snicker. Den says she's unhinged. That for certain she is. Both of these women are beautiful women. Whether or not whatever they do, whether or not they do escort or whatever, man them are still surprised that women do these things. I'm aware that women do these things. And look, this age age like fine wine, and they're like, oh, size 8 incoming porridge for you. You ain't gonna age well in jail. Ain't even all that. Yeah. Look, guys, I've reacted to it. This is what you guys wanted. I hope I've been able to give quite a balanced reaction, and try to cover with all that we know. The end of the day, it comes down to this: if you ask me, do I think, even with what she posted, do I think that's what she wanted to do? No. Do I feel like she got beat up and then she reacted madly? Yes. And now she has to be responsible. Remember, guys, you can do whatever you want in life, but you're gonna have to pay for it. So there's times in life where you can react, but when you react in emotion, this is what happens. When you react under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever it is, this is what you open yourself to. This world of drink. Sometimes, guys, just sit in your yard. When you look at people's Instagrams and you're seeing them, they're all out and you're getting FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, someone says you just scroll past my ex-girlfriend in the comment section. Where? I didn't see an ex-girl. Who's your ex-girl? You might as well hot her up and say her name. Like, this is what you open yourself up to. Some said these fake women do nothing for my grizzle. Nothing. They'll mess up the grind, bro. Someone saying, I'm not being negative, but this situation will happen again. I see people like Miss R Fabulous, Truly Banks, Andy running up their mouth on the big internet. This is not going away. This is not going away. I want everyone to understand this is not going away. This is not going away whatsoever. So we're gonna follow this story. There's gonna be people that are gonna be like, I'll update it like, and I'll do it like this. But I think we're pretty up to speed now. If she passes away, then I'll do an update and I'll do a live. If she passes away, that means we don't want her to pass away. I will just update you because obviously we want to know if she makes a full recovery. Some people are saying vegetable status, all manner of things. I don't know. But one thing I do know is we've put together the collection of videos that have been all circling the internet today for the last 48 hours. Now, you know, the influencers, the culture commentators, people have been speaking out, and we've also covered that as well. Big up to everyone that was in the chat today. I think we had close to 200 people in the chat today, which is really good. Shout out to everyone that's on TikTok as well. We hit over 10K. We should have been over more, but I was kind of concentrating on this screen. So big up to everyone on TikTok that was locked in as well. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn on the bell so you know when I'm streaming and I'm going live. Big up everyone that was messaging me, because you know what it is. I saw this and a lot of people messaged me like, China, when are you gonna say why haven't you said anything about this? Like, why haven't you done a reaction to it? So that kind of lets me know that everybody still kind of wants my opinion on things, and they know when it comes to certain conversations that I'm the person to kind of take these conversations. So to those people, big you up, big up everyone. We are gonna stay locked in. Listen, can everyone just be safe, please? Like, seriously. Now, you can clearly see what it's like going outside. Just be safe, honestly. You know what? Just going out and returning to your home is so underrated. Just making it back home every single day is just so underrated. Because there might be a day where you don't. And unfortunately, I don't want to be that morbid guy again, but people left their house this morning and they didn't make it back home. Some people are going to go to bed tonight and they're not going to make it up tomorrow. Like, I don't want to be that guy, Leah. I see you, Leah. I don't want to be that guy. We pay rent. Listen, when you pay rent, you don't understand why you sit in your yard. You know when people be like, I'm not going out, but like, why no way? Because I pay rent. You better sleep in that room. You enjoy when you pay your rent, just enjoy the fact that, yeah, you got freedom, Leah. Don't let them ever, you know what I mean? Did you see what Lin May wrote? Nah, I missed on Lin May. Where did she write it? What's Lin May said? Did I miss that? What's Lin May said? Let's quickly, because I'm not on Did she? Let's see if she posted it on her thing. Nah, shit. I ain't seen it. She posted it on thing, innit? She must have posted it on TikTok or something. Not on Twitter or something. I'm not on Twitter, but what she said on X was savage, yeah. Look, guys, it comes down to this, innit? We know what's going on, innit? It's gonna get worse. And this is what I was gonna say. Before I come off the stream, I'm gonna say this to you, innit? The other day when I made content and I spoke about the 14-year-old girl from South London that was trafficked and raped by the three guys from Catford, Lewisham, and Woolwich. Okay, I spoke about it, and we spoke about the lack of transparency and the lack of support from the blogs and from the overculture commentators. And I said one of the reasons that this is because a lot of people have links to this individual, and people are showing you they're conflicted in this. All right, I'm not conflicted in this space. I keep it consistent on the things that I call out, on the things I speak on. I haven't changed since I've come in here, and I'm not going to change. And that's just who I am. When we have scenarios like this, you have to also look at the people that cover news. You have to look at the people that put out certain narratives. You have to look at just be aware of where you get your information. When they talk about fake news and the rest, just be aware of what you get. But you also got to remember this is my voice is a strong voice. I never knew how strong my voice was. I know I got a strong voice. I know people mess with me, but I don't really think I knew how strong it was until the whole sickle cell scenario, which I apologize for. We moved on. But one of the reason why I realized how strong it was how many people decided they wanted to make videos about me. How many people thought it was an opportunity where now we have China and all of a sudden he's going to be cancelled. I witnessed it, and I could have clapped back. I could clap back and go back and forth with people, but ultimately, when I said what I said, I meant the apology, so there's no need for clap back. But the interesting thing I do find is this. The reason why you need people like me in this space is because I'm not compromised. I'm really not compromised. I'm not. And this is the difference. I'm going to call out everything. I'm not going to call out things based upon my friendship group or based upon relationship in the industry. I really will call out everything. Do you understand? And when you have voices that will call out anything, these are the voices they want to get rid of because they know what I actually stand for. So I'm just making you aware because that's what people try to do. But we have real issues within the community that other people are not going to call out. When stuff like this happen, people are going to protect. We're not going to do that. And that's why I'm here. So I'm just putting that out there. The reason why I do what I do is because I genuinely care. So I'm saying to you, RIP to Klaudia, honestly, and to the individuals that were affected by this, that were injured, life-changing, may Godspeed be with you. And to everyone that's watched these videos and has been affected, you have to understand as well, we have become desensitized as a people. We are all witness now to seeing people deleted live on screens. Something has changed in human nature where we can see people just lose their life on a screen and we just carry on going. Something has changed within us. I'm talking about from when I see the George Floyd thing, and it's just, you just watch the man's lights go out on camera. That was it. That was gone. People used to pay. They used to call these snuff films. People used to pay for this. So that's all I'm gonna put out there, yeah. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Turn on notification bells. Have a feeling we might be updating this story real soon. If I have to update it tomorrow, I will. If I have to update it, I will. If I have to RIP Klaudia, man. RIP Klaudia. That's the thing that we're gonna leave this with. We're gonna say RIP Klaudia. We are gonna say, unfortunately, with scenarios like this, 2 people ruin their life. That's just how it is. 2 lives are ruined. Well, more than 2 lives are ruined. But one person gets to actually be living and breathing, and that's the thing where you cannot. It's not over till it's over, and when someone's not. Oh wait, sorry. Someone is still breathing. 12 people. But what I'm saying to you, it's not over till it's over. So I want everyone to use this as an example and be like, all this bravado, all this ego. Let me tell you something before I go as well. I am not scared of anybody, and the reason why I put this out is because anyone that knows me, I'm not scared of anybody. Because what do we have to be scared other than what do we have to be scared of? All right, but not being scared of anybody. And not being shook, it doesn't mean that I have to prove myself. I don't have to prove myself to anybody because I walk around my life and I do exactly what I need to do to navigate. If anybody wants to try, then they'll find out. But I don't need to take myself out of what I'm doing to go and prove anything to anybody for the internet. Because the same internet that you prove it are the same people that are going to be in the comments laughing at you and calling you all these things when you show them how bad you are and what you can do to people. Then everyone's going to be laughing about you and talking about you. Then you ruin all the opportunities that you had for yourself. It's called tricking yourself out of your position. So for everybody who wants to show how bad you are on the internet to a bunch of people in comments that don't care, that do not matter. You want to just prove yourself to all the man them that want to show how bad they are. Bro, we're trying to show the opposite over here. Everyone's a bad man. Okay, cool. Be bad then. All right. Have that. Are you happy? Cool. Because all this bad boy, all this, if we want to show who the baddest person is, someone's going to end up deleted. That's the truth of the matter. Everyone's bad. Cool. Let's see who can be the baddest person. Cool. I'll show you. Now you're not here no more. Now I ruined my career. All because I entertained something. And now I have to show how bad. Partly I'm to blame for putting myself in a scenario where I have to now interact with these energies. There's the parts that we have to go and do that. Do you get me? You know what I'm trying to say to you? So it's not worth it. Take yourself out of these scenarios. You don't have to show how bad you are. All right? The baddest thing you can do is go home to your family. All right? The baddest thing you can do, the baddest man you can be is to provide for your family, your loved ones, and go home to them and bring them safe. That is the baddest man. And that's the baddest man on the planet. The man that takes care of business and goes home to his family. That's the baddest man on the planet. There's no better man than that. Cause I know a real bad man that are in the grave right now. They're the baddest man they're the baddest man in the grave. I know some real bad man in jail right now. Which one do you want to be? The bad man in the grave, the bad man in jail, or the bad man that provides for his family, gives opportunities to his friends, and he comes home at the end of the day? You guys pick and choose. You know what I mean? You guys pick and choose, and then you go away the way that needs to be, yeah? She'll get 10, do 6. Gabrielle Carrington, see her all the time from my city. Never thought she was on that. Bro, you never know what you're on. You never know what you're on until you're on. Do you get me? You never know what you're on until you're on. You never know what you're on until you're on. You know what I mean? You never know what you're on till you're on. You never know what you're on till you're on. She'll get 10, she'll do 6. You never know what you're on till you're on, bro. Yeah? All right, cool. Guys, that's it, man. We run up the stream. You know what to do. Just turn notification bells. We're going to go again tomorrow. Big up TikTok, everyone that was locked in. Big up everyone that was on YouTube. RIP to Klaudia. That's all we can say. RIP to Klaudia. I don't know how many times we got to say it, man. But once again, we're going to say RIP to Klaudia. And yeah, man. Whatever is over, we are going to find out. But let's not speculate. Because no one knows what's over till it is. Oh, wait, I keep saying Klaudia, RIP. She's not even... You know what it is? I'm sorry. She's not even passed. She's not passed. And this is what's happened because we spent the whole time getting reports. She's alive. She's in critical. Her friend said she passed away. Lots of people reports that she passed away. But now the police have put out reports that she's in critical. So she hasn't passed away. We're praying for her full recovery. And we're going to just update you with it. Do you understand? But yeah, big you up. Yeah. Beckford says it's crazy that she's not passed away. Speculate. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry, man. She's not passed away. She's not passed away. She's not passed away. But she's in critical condition. Okay. If any once, and I'm not gonna say she's passed away till I see TV because I listened to the blogs and all the blogs were fake. So I'm gonna wait for TV to tell me. Cause obviously you guys can't do it. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, cool, man. Let me get out of here, man. False info, she's fighting for life. Yes, I know she's fighting for her life. Yes, she's fighting for life. We know. But once again, they need to speak to her friends. Her friends have spent nothing but the whole day going out there and giving people information that she's passed away. So they have a little bit to blame for that. Do you get me? But anyway, I digress. Guys, let's go get some rest. Yeah, man. Look after yourself, man. Yeah. Oh, the BBL bro. Way too soon, bro. Way too soon, bro. You be... Come on, that was just foul.